and flagged.
Don't use the art. Don't use the art.
Alright, guys, you know what? Every video, like pretty much, well, except from the first one, which I'm not sure why, but the last two have both been flagged for shocking content. So
see,
just do what the fuck you want. Who cares?
so when you started uploading these sessions on YouTube, my thought was, oh man, I should start doing that. I need to make a YouTube channel for my Twitch. And then I was like, wait a minute. If Ty shit's getting flagged,
yeah.
What the fuck's gonna happen to my content?
I'm done for.
Yeah, everything's getting flagged. It's just, I don't know, man.
Especially with what's about to happen in Reikensvik.
I uploaded the Morkborg one as well, and that got flagged.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is it to do with the violent talk of violence?
Yeah, it's just talk of violence and gory scenes. Like it's marked as not for kids. It's I've got all of that. Shocking content. Don't know why.
Someone is doing it. So it's probably the same person too.
What do you mean?
No.
You don't have to report it.
No,
I think it's automatically flagged.
It's a bot thing, yeah.
It's a robot.
Thinks D&D's for people who worship the devil.
Well, it is true.
It's funny that you say that because I was listening to Behemoth at work Friday, and because I listened to death metal and shit in the work truck, and here's my groundman, this young kid driving, and here I am listening to this just angry, satanic death metal, and I'm like, man, them boomers back in the 1980s during the Satanic Panic are right. Listen to heavy metal, play D&D on the weekends. I'm going straight to hell.
Good. It's fun. Guys, go ahead and make sure you got the stream up for me, please, and thank you. And also throw it out with some friends.
Yep.
Yeah,
in channels,
just,
do the usual stuff.
Throwing it out in Discord. Yeah.
Much appreciated, my homies. Also, Jalil will be joining us. Pablo will be joining us at some point. But he'll be here any moment now, really. At some point, anyway. He's let me know this. It's absolutely fine. I probably won't hear when he joins the stream, so when there is a natural break, someone just inform me, because in streamer mode, the Discord will not make noise. Hey, Miss Blackthorn, welcome. Okay. Ras, you have obviously been doing it the last couple of times. Would you mind doing us a little recap?
Yeah, of course. For players, it's in there as well. Session 3 recap from Ras's point of view. So it started with us leaving out of the Old Owl Bar. So Grim went to talk over to that lady that was watching us earlier. Apparently, she looks similar to the crazy girl in the bar, who's apparently her sister. Raz is noting that the houses are well kept and rather nice. It takes a lot of effort to maintain it in this condition. There seems to have been a break-in at Brahm's house. We're investigating now. Jalil, Grim, and Milo are being sneaky about it. We'll see what Kane does to help, because you showed up a little bit late there. Inside Brahm's house, there's some writing. It appears to be Dwarvish, but it doesn't make any sense. Was it left for Brahm, or was it left for us? Apparently it's written primordial. Men want me in public, but fear me in private. Not sure what this could mean. Brahm's house is rather bare. Does he really live here? Simple life, it seems. Milo has a look around with the house to detect magic. Didn't seem to find anything other than Grimm's ring. As we investigated, realized this break-in must have been rather recent. Arter the herbalist, we asked about the ritual we found in the woods. I waited with Kane outside the cartographer's house while the others talked with the parents. Got a key to their house to investigate more. Jalil and Milo went to the blacksmith. I think someone else went with them also. No, it was just the two of them.
Just the two of them, yep.
To ask about the runes we found in Brahm's house. So then myself, Grim, and Kane went to the herbalist. Met Labreem in the herbalist shop. If she works in clothes, could ask her about the cloak fur. Suggested to Grim that we could show Arter the vial of Orc's blood. Arter didn't know anything about it. Kane is making a deal with Arter to get some discounts. He wants us to look into getting some special herbs for him from some nearby grove. We met back up after splitting up to head towards the residential district to investigate Matano's house and the cartographer house. That's not relevant anymore. More riddles, of course. Grim was apparently able to get the lady in green to translate it. Went with Milo to look at Matano's house. Grim and Kane threw subtlety out the window. I believe we found the third apprentice. This strange rock vine growth is bursting out of it, along with some of the bluish glow that the orc eyes had. Perhaps their blood has the same thing inside of it. A spell was definitely cast here, but the caster was well below the ability required for such a thing. Had Milo and Jalil help me find some books to find out what was going on here. We'll need to seal this up before we can leave, or when we leave. Can't let it spread out of the building. Milo found another cryptic note in the house. This was at the cartographer's house. No, this was in the apprentice house. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Written in a different language, Draconic, that we learned from the bartender at the Old Owl Bar later. From the note in Brom's house, what could this be? Is Brom going to have the same thing happen to him? I certainly hope it doesn't. And then this was talking about Grim being able to read Infernal and stuff, and I was kind of concerned about that. And then kind of questioning where he's getting his power from. Some of the descriptions of the monster, where it smelts of dirt and filth, had claws and furs. We'll have to look at this box that Milo mentioned. Got a sample of some fur to show to Labreem tomorrow at the herbalist shop. Also have a small vial of blood, which is not from the daughter, if I'm correct. And then mentioned we need to find a doctor to look at this in the Orc Blood. Milo, Kane, and I went back to the Old Owl Bar to investigate further. Grim and Jalil went back to Brahms. Herber, ? Another investigator. Milo talked to him, find out what he has learned. That's the other arrogant kind of guy. Milo talked with the odd lady. She said the second writing was, the foolish man wastes me, the average man spends me, and the wise man invests me, but all men succumb to it. We think the answer for that one.
Yeah, you skipped out there. Hello? Marshall?
He might have had a disruption.
Answer is time. Time.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's weird. Yeah, time could be the answer. And then Nezrin seemed impressed by her work and is willing to help eliminate some of the debt, if not all of it, by helping her figure out what's going on. But that's also when I found out that there's apparently some fighting pits at the docks. So I'm heading back right now to go talk with Kane and Milo about it, and then head back to the Brahms house to try and decipher through some of the stuff we found, but then also tell Grim and Jalil.
Okay. Good
And that's
recap.
everything.
It was a lot.
It's a lot and fast.
It was good. Yeah, no, I mean, that's great. Obviously, there was a lot that you guys sort of discovered and learned last session, so yeah, makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So, we're going to pick up I think the clock is actually just slightly wrong in the game. You guys can see it. It says 5:38. Oh, wait, no, what time did I say lockdown started? I said 6 p.m.?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
okay.
So that is actually correct then. So I am going to go ahead and press play. You guys essentially have 22 minutes to return before the lockdown.
Okay. Yeah.
And Brom's is about 5 minutes away, right?
Yeah, it's only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're in the upper
so-
district of the city, so nothing is like too far from anything else, really.
So we've got plenty of time for at least another round, Raz.
Please.
Your round.
Sure. I've got some other juicy information. So yeah, I will get this round. So I get the next round of drinks, and I kind of lean in a bit more. Kane, it looks like you may actually be able to use your skills a bit more. You know.
I mean, I'm not really sure what you're getting at. I use my skills
What-
for a lot of things. Killing, knocking down doors, intimidating.
No. I mean, what you did back at the other city, which I believe is called.
Oh, you mean during my days during the Crommoor Wastes?
Yes. Well, apparently they do have fighting here.
Of course they do.
Down at the docks is what I've heard.
Well, when time permits us, of course. Perhaps it could be a way for us to leverage some coin, as he looks over to Milo, and perhaps even some more information.
That's what I'm looking for.
There are usually loose tongues round a fighting pit.
Especially
and
questionable ones.
I'm always happy to make easy coin off Kane beating the living snot out of someone.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
I've always taken the pleasure in fucking somebody up in the pits. That or getting fucked up myself. But either way, lockdown is coming down pretty soon. We should probably finish this round up quickly and head back and reconvene with the others. Plus,
Let everyone else know what we've found out. Yep.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm wanting to see what Skinny Man is cooking for that stew.
Yeah, actually, and then like grabs his stomach. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, that does sound like a good idea."
Kind of weird. He's like cooking, but he didn't seem to be very house proud. Didn't do a lot of cleaning around that house. Did you notice that?
I guess he's been busy. I'm not sure.
Perhaps he's just simply destitute. Maybe times haven't been kind to them.
True.
After all, he did run into us.
But yeah, as long as he's all right.
Milo, Raz, thanks for the ground. Should probably.
To your health, to yours, and yeah, I'll down the pint, holding it like this.
So you still have 20 minutes. Technically, you finished a few more drinks. A little bit of time passes. Are you guys going to do anything else, or just head back just before the lockdown?
No, I've talked to the crazy woman. We had a quick word with the barman. We've spoken to the previous investigator.
Okay.
Apart from that, there's some random dwarfs in the bar. You said.
Well, I think that, and then like the other people we could talk to are probably all heading home already, so I don't think we'd be able to catch them before shit hits the fan.
Yeah,
for the most part, people are starting to wander around.
I feel like it would be wiser to just head back to the house, and plus I know some of you are wanting to have word with Grim.
I also need to look over these materials.
Not really have words. I mean, how long has he been able to speak devil talk?
For quite some time.
And it's definitely not a devil he's made a pact with.
And Kane kind of leans forward a little bit, and he pauses before taking a drink. Milo, I'm not really entirely sure what it is. Such things are beyond me, nor is it really my place to say. All I know is that, well, we all have to play the cards we're dealt if we want to benefit the game.
True. I just hope he hasn't, put too much on the line on that wager.
Well, if he has, it's one that he'll have to collect on or pay on himself. I think he understands that.
I mean, unless it becomes a problem, well, we'll just deal with it then.
I think all of us have some secrets that would rather not wish resurface.
Yeah.
I just look at both of them whilst I'm sat in between. I'm like, sure we have.
But either way, as far as I can tell from what I know, shouldn't be a problem. But I also don't know much about it.
That's fine. I'll have a word with him. I mean, I don't know as much as Raz here, but I know a little bit about magics. From my upbringing, as it were. But yeah, let's make our way back to the Bronze. Does anyone know the way back?
Yeah, I think I've got that pretty good.
It's
that's fine. I mean,
simple.
Mr. Hootie could have led us anyway. He's pretty good at getting me home when I need to.
I'm going to fast forward us. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna just skip us forward 15 minutes. At this point, you guys, you walk back up the stairs. You see the cliff. The winds are starting to pick up a little bit now, and as you make your way across the courtyard, you can feel the warmth of the couple of ales that you've had just settling in quite nicely. And a few minutes later, you find yourself back in front of Brom's front door. Everybody is now back at Brom's house. So you can feel free to interact, everybody, as much as you like. I'll switch. There you go.
When you get in the door, Grim will be standing there and ask, so if you need to know something, you should ask me, not someone else.
Excuse me?
You did notice the cat that was following you guys, right?
Nope.
Just
Why
ask
would
me.
we?
And the cat just jumps on, like, on the table beside me.
Okay.
Because,
I'll just walk straight past him and head to the stew. When I'm
You can all smell a very sort of hearty stew. The smell of which is wafting from the sort of kitchen area. And there is an arga, essentially, with a large pot bubbling away just gently on top of it.
Well, I
like,
mean,
Brom, this smells good. Everyone wants a portion? Anyone wants a second portion?
I'll take the first.
Please, help yourselves. It's I hope you like it. It's just basic.
I'll dish it up for us three, and if anyone else wanted any more.
So Kane gets some of the stew, and he one thing that y'all notice is when he gets the stew, he kind of seems to bask, in a really appreciate it a little bit as he stares into it, almost kind of starting to. There's a level of reflection in Kane's eyes as he glances into it, and he takes a smell of it. He looks over to Braun. This is some fine stew.
Oh, very kind of you. It's nothing really. Please enjoy. But
he takes the bread and he dips it into the stew. Bites into it. What kind of stew is it?
it's just there's a little bit of like rabbit in it that he had recently put. But the vast majority of it is just made up of very like basic hardy vegetables.
Right.
So it's mainly just like potato and parsnips. Real
Okay.
hearty stew. Yeah.
Okay. So Braun kind of shakes his head and he goes, making me feel a little nostalgic right now, Braun. This is reminding me of my time in the Ludus, during my days in the Cromnor wastes. That we didn't have as many vegetables in ours, any proteins. And for a moment, you all actually kind of see Braun's stony, harsh demeanor break a little bit. And he looks to Braun and he goes, much gratitude.
So yeah, Raz collects a thing of soup and stuff as well. He's like, so, Kane, you've never really told me about the wastes. What can you tell me? Apparently there were orcs.
It's a savage, lawless, and unforgiving place. Much of civilization doesn't exist there. It's barren. During the age of Elduin's reign, the Cromnor Wastes suffered the most, and has yet to really recover. So yes, overrun with orcs. Slavery is quite rampant there. As Kane kind of pauses for a moment, looks down at his wrists, and you see kind of calluses almost around his wrists. It's a very harsh place. Only the strong survive. the weak, thrown out to the sands to be consumed by whatever comes in its path.
Were you were a slave?
I was a slave. I was forced to fight.
How did it feel being told what to do, not having any control over your own actions?
The strange thing is I was born into it. So being raised in an environment where you're being told what to do, what your purpose is. I mean, yes, I would like to say that it was terrible. And now as a free man, it is. But up until the point of becoming free, you have no reference for such a thing. You have to understand, Braun, my life was the arena and the ludus. And yes, I was a slave, but as a fighter, and he kind of says with a little bit of pride, as a gladiator, there were some comforts and luxuries I was offered that other slaves simply were granted. And in a way, I do kind of miss it. There was a simplicity to it. But I also value my freedom, as iron is quite harsh against the skin.
If you don't mind me asking, what is your view on slavery now?
It's not good. It's a very harsh and terrible institution. It's one thing when you're born into it, it's another thing when you see it rip families apart. You have a caravan of people who were captured by brigands, sold at a market, a wife, a husband, children, ripped apart by whoever bids the highest. That, to me, is what makes it terrible. Denying people their liberty, their freedom, is what makes it terrible. And the sheer cruelty of it.
I think I understand. He just sort of doesn't stare, but looks at you hard, nodding slowly.
Why do you take such an interest in it?
Oh, sorry.
It's just not. It's a life I couldn't imagine living.
It's a cruel one to live.
Thank you for sharing them with me. Please, enjoy the food. I'm going to retire for the evening. I just don't think I've fully recovered from the last few days' events. And he stands up and sort of nods, almost to the point of like bowing. So exits.
Good night, Brom.
Good night. And exits, and you hear him, his feet going up the stairs.
One thing I do miss, though, is the scented oils that we would bathe ourselves in after a day of training at the Ludus. Rosemary and fir, those were my favorites.
Oh, maybe you can get some of those from the herbalist after we get them their flowers.
Hopefully.
You continue eating. It is definitely a good meal. Brom has made plenty to go around, and you're all well fed and full by the end of it. We will soon start to take a long rest. You're all welcome to. We have probably an hour or so before you can turn in for the evening if you wish. Is there anything anybody wants to do? Go over in that time?
Yeah, Raz would just get ready to start looking over the material that we collected out of the house. But at that point, too, he would also say, well, he'd look to Grim, he's like, so did you catch the part about the docks, or should I just tell you again?
Oh, I only got glimpse because...
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't really... Yeah, it's not perfect. Because indirectly, it's too far away, so you had to, like, communicate some of it when he was in range, so...
You said it's a black cat?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, Raz was trying to get the cat over to him because he wants to pet it. But,
the cat would come to you.
Yeah, so... I had found out, apparently there are pits. Fighting pits like you and Kane and Jalil have spent quite some time in. I guess they're attached to the docks or at the docks or something like that. I don't know anything more than that, but I think that'll be a good way that we can get some more information.
I could while he's fighting, if he's gonna fight, I could do some talking to the audience, and while I take some bets and get some information.
That's the best way to get people to talk, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Kane will, while this kind of exchange is happening, he'll just get up from the table, and he'll kind of go in. I'm assuming DM, there's kind of like a living kind of area where there would be like a fireplace and stuff.
Yep, I believe you guys actually lit the fire later. Bron would have kept it going, so there is a fire lit in the living room.
Okay, so Kane would go into that to the rest quarters of the living room, and he kind of just leans over next to the fireplace, just kind of staring into the fire in utter complete silence. It's clear he's very much in deep contemplation at this point. Something was triggered, it seems. It's caused a drastic shift in his mood and demeanor.
Grim would go over to you. Are you okay? You don't seem like yourself.
Kane just simply stares into the fire and says, I just simply wonder how many secrets will be unearthed during our time in this city.
Well,
as he continues to stare into the fire.
Kind of know my biggest one. You won't get any big secrets from me.
Maybe. You should probably help them with the information at hand. I won't be of much use.
Take some rest.
And Kane will just kind of remain out in the living room in the tranquil solitude of it, as it is.
In quiet contemplation.
Yep.
Ooh. So while he's doing that, I'd look over and I'd assume Delg is there. Is he with us? Yeah. So I look at him. And it's like, did you find anything useful while you were, making your rounds?
No, just praying, helping those who need it.
Well, at least something. Maybe some good faith will give us some information when we need it.
Okay, and you begin going over the notes?
Yeah, so if Grim wants to help as well, I'd hand him the loose papers, but I'm gonna look over the spell book first, and then the stone.
Okay, totally fine. So with the spell book, if Grim is helping, I need you to roll me either an Arcana or an investigation with advantage if Grim is.
Well, considering I have a +6 to Arcana, I'm gonna roll that.
Yep.
Uh,
That's
shift click.
How did you get +6? Holy shit.
My intelligence.
Yeah.
Is,
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah, my intelligence is 4, and then 2 from the proficiency.
Yeah. I have +5.
The main thing is you spend a bit of time decoding the spell book. You're well aware the wizards generally writing code and a mixed match of languages and other such things just keep their notes hidden.
Yeah.
There may very well be more that you could learn from this spell book, but there's a few things that jump out at you straight away. So the first thing is that a little bit worsely coded than the rest of it. Just simply because it seems to have been written in haste. You find notes scrawled at the end that were written presumably towards the end of this apprentice's life. 2 particular entries, one on one page, and then one on the last page that has been written on. The first one says, "It's trying to get in. It won't leave me alone. Matano will be back soon. Just have to keep it out." And then
After that first one, Raz would mutter to himself, "Keep what out?"
And then the next one on the sort of the next page, and as I say, the last page that has been written on, so there's no entries after this. "It's learned my secrets. It seems to want the Oscum. If Matano doesn't return soon, I'll have to try and reach the tower."
Okay. So,
Yeah, and I would be kind of mouthing that as I read it. Then I'd
okay,
be like,
so
Oscum.
has anyone told anyone else about the voice in their head?
I believe I did mention it.
Yeah, I think we had a bit of an interaction last week
where
between the 3 that did.
Yeah.
I think it was when we were first meeting in Brahm's house. We did talk about it. No, I know we did at one point. I don't remember.
I think it was.
Write it down.
I think it was mentioned in passing, but it wasn't really discussed at length because time was of the essence at the time when the subject was broached. So
yeah, because I think
okay,
we had to do everything by curfew.
So I look at Raz.
Okay, so
Raz,
well, so
what
here's
can learn?
just quickly before you start. So with the 2 passages he just said, so I'll read them through again, but this time he's reading them out loud. He's like, "Grim, this sounds troubling. Look at this entry. It's trying to get in. It won't leave me alone. Matana will be back soon. Just have to keep it out." I'm not sure what it means, but this
Well,
one...
he did barricade the doors, so it might actually be that might be the reason why the doors were barricaded from the inside.
Yes,
Possibly.
but what would he want to keep out? That's...
I'm not
Well,
sure.
you guys mentioned something about
And I'll
something
pick up
talking to you.
the rock and I'll be like, "Is this the Okram?" As I start flicking it between my fingers.
I don't think so, but so here's this last one. I'm assuming the last one. I haven't found anything else. It's learned my secrets, and it seems to want the Oscum. If Matano doesn't return soon, I'll have to reach the tower. And he is now. Raz is looking at the stone that
Well, wouldn't this
Milo's
be
playing.
the Oscar? This is the last thing he had in his hand.
He's like, "Here, let me look at that."
And I'll pass it to him with Mage hand.
And what were you saying, Grim? I'm sorry.
You guys mentioned something about someone speaking to you. So,
Oh no! Wait. You're talking the one that Kane heard first, right?
yeah.
Kane, what did that voice say to you
Kane
again?
heard something outside. Yeah.
yeah, I heard a voice. It's probably nothing.
But
No.
apparently several people heard the same voice.
But what did it say?
Did you hear anything, Grim?
No, I heard nothing.
Me neither.
I know that it unlocked it, whoever it belonged to.
You hear anything, Del? Or I guess you usually hear voices in your head with your god and stuff. Anyway, right?
Sometimes I hear their voice, yes.
Have you heard anything unnatural or unusual lately?
I think I will tell you though that whatever it was that was speaking to me that night when we first arrived in the outer gates of Zarvon, it wanted us in the city. It unlocked a gate for us. But with this passage being read by Raz, I cannot help but feel that ill tidings are on the rise.
Did it know anything about you? Like it shouldn't have? It seemed to know that for me.
Kane just doesn't say anything, and he almost kind of turns pale a little bit when you ask that question.
Is Grim, like, how easy is it for Grim to
It's
passively insight?
Does he have like a radar, like an internal radar just flip?
Yeah, knowing him for years.
It's obvious that like this whatever was speaking to Kane telepathically, if that's what's happened. It's clear that Kane more or less is confirming Raz's question, through his demeanor.
So, Raz, you said he knew he knew secrets about you, and from the look of Kane, it might have known about him too.
It's not so much that it knew multiple secrets, just one, and it's how it said it was weird. It said they won't like you.
Maybe it meant us.
I think now, especially with what happened with the bears, I wonder we'll have to ask Jalil when he gets back from the bathroom. What he heard. Because this is troubling. The fact that only some of us have heard it, and it seemed to know more than it really should.
Grim just shows like a playful smile. Maybe I'm too smart for him.
Let's hope.
And laughs.
Let's hope. And then Raz continues to look at the orb that Milo was holding, and he's kind of he pulled out a nicer pair of gloves that he usually doesn't wear, but when he's like really investigating stuff, or wants to preserve something, he'll wear gloves. And after spending some time with it, he's like, this, I don't know what an Oscum is, but I know what this is. It's a stone of welcoming. Have you ever heard of that, Milo?
Stone of welcoming. Isn't that... I mean, my mum and dad, neither of them were really specialists in illusionary magic, but isn't it something to do with illusions?
Yeah, so, oh my lord, I'm forgetting the name, and that's going to drive me nuts.
Your stream isn't full screen on Secrets of Zarvon.
So my teacher, Fairfoot, Bosco, he told me of these. It's apparently like a key, but also a map. It lets you find the things that are, hidden. Not just generally anything, but one specific thing. What if this is what that apprentice needed to get into the tower?
Do you think it would... I mean, but what's an Oscum? Do they call this an Oscum?
Have I ever heard on Oscum?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there like a history check or something we can do about Oscum? Well, I'm not even trained in history, never mind. I
put it in the chat type, but is it alright if I just try and investigate some of the other papers while...
Yeah, you and Grim would have been looking at those.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, basically, while Raz was stubbing through the book and coming to his conclusions.
Absolutely. So anybody that is part of this conversation, Grim and Milo, if you want to do an investigation or an arcana, keep looking through it. That's absolutely fine. Arcana. And anybody that wants to can do an arcana or a history or potentially a nature if you are proficient in them for Oscum.
I'm going to do arcana for the Oscum.
Okay.
I'll do Arcana for Oscar too.
What were the related skills?
Nature.
For Oscom,
DM?
history, nature, or arcana.
Okay, I'm not proficient in any of those. I'll just continue to brood. I'll continue to brood.
I'm putting in the
None
corner.
of them were
I'm brooding in the
actually
corner.
great axe. Can I great axe it?
Oh, and as he's as
Can
Raz is looking
I
to-
intimidate it?
I want to stare at it and brood.
Can I athletics check the book?
No.
what you gotta do, Kane, if you fall off a high building, is intimidate the ground, and then you won't take fall damage.
Listen,
Okay.
that's the fucking plan, okay?
And Kane then learned to fly.
Yeah. So while I'm also looking at this, Raz goes to like move the next. He's like, oh, fuck. Oh, hey, Del, could you look at this? And he pulls some of like the wrapping away. It's like, yeah, when we were entering the city, apparently I got bitten, and fucking it hurts. It hurts like a bitch.
Oh, that's going green. That is Raz. Oh,
What?
I'm looking at some medicine checking what the hell this is.
He's concerned.
is that pus? Ooh.
You just want my content to get flagged, don't you?
No, I wanted him to look at it.
It does seem to be getting a little bit infected around the edges. You think some good healing magic, pretty strong stuff, would help, or just some good old fashioned yours.
Good, the man I need to talk to.
Oh yes, Jalil, you're back from the bathroom.
How long was I gone?
Apparently,
It was a number 2. It was a number 2.
This really ran through him. Apparently.
I'll cast Lesser Restoration on the
Ooh.
wound.
You see the sort of the sickly color around the edge.
Nice.
All right. Next time, I might have to cut it off.
Let's. You know what?
I'll just look at Delg and I'll go, what, the head? Or...
Yes.
Listen. You wouldn't be the first, but you're not gonna have it happen.
I mean, Raz, you could just, avoid being bit. How about that?
Never thought of that age-old tactic of running away.
No problem. There you go. Little advice.
He just starts rubbing his temples. He's like, thanks, Milo. Oh, yeah, here, I'll send you the link, Jalil.
Did an 18 on the Arcana do anything?
Okay, so jumping to those checks now. So I have 2. I have Grim. You rolled Arcana. Which one? Just clarify for me which you were rolling it for.
The orb.
The Oscom or for the book?
Yeah. No, Oscar.
Oscom. Okay. So you and Raz both sort of search your brains thinking about the Oscom. You know roughly the same thing. Is that this is a material linked to magic. You don't know exactly what its use is, but nobody's really spoken about it or researched it properly since the war.
Oh.
It was
Really? Okay.
It was heavily connected with the armies that sort of decimated a lot of the world. It was like left behind in battles, but that's all you know.
Interesting.
Pablo, you just got a haircut. You looking fresh, bro.
No, I did not. I just don't have my hat on today.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah. I don't have hair in general. Thanks, though.
So you always look fresh. That's good.
Ooh.
Nice.
so
I like the way you
speaking
think.
of-
Recovery. Yep.
Speaking of freshening up, we see Jalil walk back and be like, oh, hey, Jalil, what did that voice say to you?
It's been a while. I cannot quite recall. It was something about... It was being a bit threatening and creepy, if I recall correctly.
Did it say anything
It's
about secrets?
I think it knew what I was. Something, yes.
That's troubling.
This entity might be the thing that tried to get into the tower. It actually also might be connected to the kidnappings, for all you know.
Hmm.
For
Meta, where
convenience
are we
sake,
right now?
nice.
Yeah,
Brom's house.
it would.
Yeah, Brom's house.
Oh, Brom's house, okay.
Yep. And then I would also, he's like, well, in some lighter news, there might actually be some successful fighting pits here.
Ooh.
As you are searching through the book, this is something that you touched upon, Raz, and you sort of made notes of it, but they're all a little bit disjointed. Milo, as you continue to look through, as the sort of last scratchings become relevant in the conversation, this is something that you would see Raz's notes and then sort of delve into and confirm for yourself. There is talking of not just the Oscum in this book, which seems to confirm what a couple of you already know, that it was tied to the Great Wars and it was a material that kept being sort of found, left behind. But also that it is potentially tied to magic that is very, very dangerous for most people that attempt it, and also quite just dark in nature. It's weird to hear, especially from a wizard, magic being described as like dark. It's generally, especially from the arcane court, it's not something that there's not good magic or bad magic. There's always just sort of useful magic. And so hearing that phrase,
more like forbidden magic, or
not necessarily forbidden, just it seems to tap into something that comes from a different source than other magic. And you actually find a spell as well.
okay.
And I am going to throw that into the chat. Hopefully.
While this exchange occurs, Kane kind of leans over towards Jalil discreetly and says, later, I have words I must have with you.
Everything okay?
Just speak with me later,
Okay.
privately.
Sure.
That's all I wanted to say.
I will nod and take note of this.
Oh my god, that's an awesome spell.
I will point out the spell, saying, "I don't recognize this spell."
Yeah, so then Raz will start to look it over.
Caustic wound.
Which languages is it in?
So it's written by the wizard, so it's a bit of a code of like a shuffle of different languages and of just like mixing it up and encoding it. But at this point, you've spent enough time studying the book, a couple of you, that you can decode it. So
Yes.
for the sake of this, you have decoded it into common.
Yeah, so
That's
then
a
I
pretty
will-
gnarly spell.
Yeah, Raz, if we ever get time, you need to teach me how to...
to
inscribe-
read some of this. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll have to get
because...
a spell book one of these days. I'd give
I
you
only-
this one because, well, it's a spare, but that might, you know what? That's just a bad idea.
Yeah, my magic doesn't really come from books. I don't know how it works, but I would really love to in the future to actually learn it.
Nothing wrong with that.
So
We'll be right back.
that is that seems to be pretty much the full extent that you find from the spellbook. There are other spells and stuff, of course, written in there. For the most part, they're either unusable to you or you already know them. It's just very basic stuff. And there's also lots of writings about his studies of magic, but it's all, again, very sort of low-level stuff that you would expect to find from an apprentice. Just learning, the real basics of being a wizard. Other than that, there's not much of interest.
Just to check, so from all this study, and obviously you saying it left over from the last conflict,
Yeah.
this Oscum, is it basically in real world? Is it similar to like depleted plutonium or something? Or...
That's quite a reference.
Or are we talking it's a side effect more of the magics used?
It is. I don't know how I can answer this without giving you information you shouldn't have yet.
I know. Well, if I don't know, obviously, yeah.
I would say
if
you don't
from
really
my
know.
Studies, I can't really work it out.
I just
it was
don't
more
think you know
abundant
that. Yeah.
after the Great Conflict. Okay.
There just seemed to be a lot of it at that point. Yeah.
So is this during the period of the reign of the tyrant son, then, Ty?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, that's quite a turbulent and very volatile period.
To say the least.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Well,
we're also... Okay.
there doesn't seem to be any more other than mention of this tower. This welcome stone probably helps us find said tower. I'm guessing the Oscum that it was after. Do you think all that stone thing coming out of him is like a side effect of him using it?
It very well could be. It's, well, like I have mentioned or jotted before, this, considering it was an apprentice, I think they had shot well over their ability, and the Oscum kind of amplifies and, well, just, there's a lot more than most can handle. I don't think I could even really handle it. Matano, I would imagine, could, but I'd assume that's something he would keep in his tower.
So there's no extra light as to how it got to this point, or what was trying to get into that house.
Unfortunately, no.
And whether that thing's connected to, say, the disappearances, or if it's just hunting Oscum, I don't know.
Well, a lot of people of ill intent would seek Oscum, but I would imagine our court does as well. It's an important resource, obviously. But I wonder.
Well, tomorrow we've got to go looking around the dock, see if we can find this fighting pit. Maybe try the other homes with the missing people. I know it's a lot longer and they couldn't find anything, but whether we could find any information about the other children, whether there's any connection between the children.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Oh, also, I wonder, and he pulls the vial of blood that they got at the cartographer's house out, along with the orc flask. He hands them over to Delg and be like, "Can you make sense of any of this? I know you're a bit more inclined with the, ways of medicine and understanding how bodies work and whatnot. So, would you care to take a look?"
What check would I need to do to?
That would be a medicine check. And given the information that you've already been given about basically some of the sort of legwork that's already been done, some of the information that has been given that you've overheard, you can make it with advantage.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
26.
That's a damn good roll.
God damn, son.
You look, sorry, just to confirm, which blood is it that you've handed to him?
I handed him both. I would imagine he's looking at, I think it's more relevant to get the second vial of blood. So the one we found at the cartographer's house. I think that one's a bit more important to find out first. Because I have a suspicion that the Orc Blood is somewhat akin to the apprentice. So it'd be the cartographer blood, whatever that was, and then the Orc Blood.
Okay, go ahead and make me another medicine check with advantage again, and I'll do one for each. That was a strong roll.
Not bad.
Okay, still good, still very good. 26 and 22. Okay, so the blood from the cartographers, you see that it is mostly it seems like normal blood with a couple of differences. It seems slightly thicker, slightly darker than you would expect even after this amount of time. And it also you see where the sample has been taken, it seems like it's almost been burnt, like boiled, which you wouldn't expect at all, as if whatever sort of caused the wound was particularly damaging. Like it's done secondary damage, not just the sort of what you would expect that would cause the blood, but it's done further damage beyond that. You look at the orc blood, the other sample that they give you. This is particularly interesting. You see the same thing the others found. That there's a grit. There is essentially rock, little like sand crystals inside the blood itself. You don't think that it's been added to the blood. Rather, the blood itself seems to be crystallizing.
It's like an extreme form of coagulation, basically.
Or is it becoming stone?
Yeah, more like that. It's not natural. It seems to be just turning, becoming something else. As opposed to any natural process the blood would take, this seems to just be transmuting. It's not the sort of same magic as transmutation magic, but it seems to just be like turning into something else.
When hearing this, well, are you saying it out loud, or are you actually just keeping it to yourself?
I would say everything out loud.
I would take my knife, take out my dagger, make a cut inside my hand, and drop it like on a piece of paper or something to look at it, because we were in that room with all the spores.
Roll me a D100.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
and Grim turns to stone. Bye, Grim.
Dude, if there's fucking crystallization in there, oh man, that's gonna be awesome.
That's 58.
There doesn't seem to be any crystallization.
Oh come on, DM!
I look at Raz. Raz, you're in that room the longest. You might want to check it out too.
I think I'll be. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you should really check it out.
Hold on a minute.
When he would have looked at my neck,
DM,
that would have been the time.
I want to do something real quick. I think it's gonna be interesting.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So Kane's overhearing this conversation, and Kane would discreetly like to cut his finger.
Okay.
To see if there's any, crystallization occurring.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, go ahead and make me a D100.
But he sees that his blood is actually just milk, like in Alien, because he's an
Ordinary.
android.
Still nothing.
You're afraid? Wait, you wanted it to be crystallized?
No, but I think Kane does. From especially
that's what I like, what the fuck, man?
Kane would be like, that means I would be rock hard.
Exactly.
Anybody that went into that room may roll a D100 if you wish.
I wasn't here, so I'm going to say I didn't go in that room.
They're pretty similar roles.
They are all pretty similar roles. No, you see the others, and you will test yourself as well. Carl, same. No, nothing.
You're afraid.
Your blood seems normal.
Oh, man, at this point, I feel like I've got to just in case, but I
Come on, Raz, it's all on you now.
Well.
So for the audience who can't actually see the rolls, we got a 58, a 49, a 51, 35, and now a 32. You guys are all rolling pretty in the middle. Raz, nothing, I'm afraid.
Whew.
That's good.
All of your blood appears to be normal.
Well, so we're also not the thing, which is pretty good.
We should have taken blood from the person inside the tower. I didn't think that far when we were there.
I didn't either, but
Want to
that's
go in and
assuming
get
they-
one?
I mean, you want to send your cat in?
I could actually do that. I could like transform my cat into something. Well, it costs 10 gold each time I do it.
Turn it into a giant leech.
It's quite
Send it in with a bunch
expensive.
of blood.
It's going to take a while to get there.
You give me
Yeah,
10 gold.
It's
Okay.
We'll check again if it becomes necessary.
Okay, I do have the ingredients on me, but I need to buy more ingredients, and it costs 10 gold for.
Yeah, let's not do that then, Grim. I appreciate the enthusiasm. However, I think until we know it's a problem or not, I think we'll let it be.
So, this tower, do we think it's outside of the walls then?
Is there a non-broken and boarded up window I can look out?
Yeah, literally the only one that's broken is the one in the living room.
Okay. So I'll look out another one. And I'm still holding the orb. Do I see anything?
You actually know that you have to look through it.
Well, I would do that then.
So as you hold it up, you sort of scan the horizon. You see a large tower, taller than the rest. It seems to be in the lower district, and you can see the outline of a large orangey amber gem on the top. Seems dull at the moment. There's no light source coming from the tower whatsoever.
Well, gentlemen, some good news and some bad news.
Let's do the bad news first.
We're gonna have to travel through the way that we came, back into the lower districts, because, well, the good news, that's where the tower is.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad. It wasn't that bad when we went through the lower district before.
Well, I have a unfunny feeling that luck is gonna play us for a trick.
It's also
Well-
pretty late right now.
Oh
Should
yeah.
we do it
No,
tomorrow?
I wouldn't suggest doing it now. I think Kane still looks exhausted. He could definitely do with another night's sleep.
Probably look over
Yeah.
and Kane's just actually asleep on the wall.
Well, I'm not. I'm not
Just in front of the fire.
He's not asleep, but he's definitely he's still pretty. He's looking tired. So, yeah.
Well, how
Yeah,
about
I
we
think-
get an early night, get an early start, go nosing around the docks a bit, or do we want to go nosing around the lower district where all the undead are?
I think. Oh, Greg,
Tower.
What were you gonna say? Tower.
Well, I was gonna say, which color is Hootie?
Mr.
Hootie.
He's
Mr. Hootie's a white owl.
So I'll start a ritual, and I'll actually transform the cat into a black owl.
Will you stop copying me? It's obviously I've got the cutest owl here.
No,
Right.
mine is more cute. So and I'll send the owl outside,
Okay.
and he will be outside this night, and he will scout, see if he can see like undead in the street, something that's not, because there's a reason there's a curfew. I want him to observe around us, as up to 100 feet around us at all times, to see if there's any unusual things happening.
Roll me for the owl. Roll me a stealth and a perception. This will cover the whole evening.
Okay.
Telling me that you're doing this?
Yes, I'm telling everyone.
Oh, if you're doing that, then I might as well send Mr. Hootie out, because that way you'll only have to cover half the distance.
Oh yeah.
Or
So-
you can have 4 eyes instead of 2.
Exactly.
Okay.
I do not have the owl stats here, so the owl has.
Yeah, if you double click on your yours isn't an owl, is there? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
mine's rating.
It's +3 on both, so it's just +3.
3.
But with you do have keen hearing and sight.
So it's an advantage.
Yeah, but stealth not advantage.
Oh, okay.
So Mr. Hootie's stealth is 17.
Stealth. Oh wait. I did click advantage, but it just rolled 1 dice.
Psych.
So you said +3?
Yes, it's +3. Yeah.
22 for stealth.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
What? Why have you got? You don't get you get advantage on stealth. No, you only get advantage on
Perception.
hearing and
Perception.
sight.
Yep.
Yeah, perception.
Ah, okay. So the first one was hearing and sight then.
23 on his perception.
Okay, 20.
Natural 20 on perception.
Oh, sorry. That's
Specifically.
forget those. I double click the D20. Let's click once.
You okay, Joe?
Yeah, 21.
He just
Okay.
likes rolling dice, man.
No worries. Okay.
21 on the
21.
While they start to send their birds out, I'd kind of say to everyone, so I think our plan is we'll have some people go investigate the docks. I know I want to talk with this Labreem to see if she knows anything more about this fur, and then we can meet and head to the tower. I think trying to find as much information as we can again before we get there is probably our best bet.
I also just feel that it's wise if we don't go to the tower separated, due to
Oh,
the
we
fact
need
that it's in the lower district.
Well, yeah, we'll need all of us to get past those undead.
Exactly.
I'll make sure to be well rested before I get back to the lower districts.
I mean, I'm not sure how, because most of the time when I watched you guys in the fighting pit, it was at night. So I'm not really sure what day fighting pits are like. Are they usually a morning affair, or are we talking about prefer a mid-afternoon fight-in?
Is the fighting pit that important? Can't we do it after the tower?
It's perhaps a source of information.
I see.
The fighting pit might tap, you know. If you go to lower district, we won't be top shape.
Oh, don't worry. I won't go too hard. I will make sure that I'm well rested.
I'm gonna insight Kane to see if he's. I'm kidding.
I have, by the way, I have 15 passive insight. So if it's
No, I believe he's telling the truth. I'm just memeing.
Can I make a deception check?
Yeah, of course you can. It's with disadvantage because you're exhausted.
I'll
go easy on him, and he's got a big grin on his face. Oh shit!
17.
Let's see if.
Oh, shit.
Pretty deceptive.
I think it
Yeah.
does.
Should I get advantage because I know Kane so well?
No.
I
No.
believe you.
No, no,
I'd like
no.
to think. I like to think Kane's just being super stoic and just total poker face.
Yeah.
He's
I
looking
can't
like.
read him, but he seems genuine.
Listen, he looks like Henry Cavill right now. So he.
With the digitally edited out mustache.
Yeah,
or
he's
no?
got he's got a really weird upper lip at the moment. Yeah.
Ah, nice. Okay.
So I will. You're going with the 15. I'm assuming for Roz.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't have an advantage. Right
Yeah,
now.
he's totally gonna take it easy.
Yeah,
with the fighting bits.
as far as I'm concerned, you're genuine.
He might even let the opposition win.
All right, you're pushing it. Now I know
Because
you're
I was
lying.
contemplating earlier whether I could convince Kane and Jaleel to fight, but Kane to take a dive. I think there'd be more money in it for that if we did that. But I decided against that due to Kane's honor.
Well, he's lawful neutral, so.
I mean, given the circumstances. We'll
You
see.
play your character. I'll play mine. There you go.
So, guys, I'm going to jump us forward to a long rest if nobody objects.
I did want to speak to Jalil before we took a long rest.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've got no objections.
No problem. So everybody begins sort of heading to their respective rooms. There's surprisingly enough rooms. They're not all bedrooms, but they're definitely comfortable enough. Some of the bedrooms aren't even that comfortable in Brom's house. But you will get your own separate room. Just before heading, you did, of course, ask Jalil to pull to one side. So the two of you...
To go for a walk?
No, just down in the next to the fireplace is fine.
Okay. What's up?
Jalil, We respect one another. I like to think that there's a mutual respect between us as warriors.
Yes. You are a fine warrior. And, well, I shall not speak of myself, but
You got lucky on the second time.
oh, really? This is what this is about.
No, I just felt it was important to remind you of that you got lucky.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes luck does play a factor.
But I wanted to talk to you about this as you, as a man of wisdom, a man of mercy, forgiveness, and understanding. I wish to confide something, as I have a feeling that many secrets will be unearthed during our time in this city. And I don't want my secrets to potentially become a trouble for the rest of them.
I smile and say, as long as you don't ask for my secrets, I'm happy to listen to yours.
Kane kind of stares into the fire a long period of time. And he goes, Jalil, you, of course, know that I at one point was a slave, a gladiator, who fought within the arenas of Cronmore until I eventually was granted freedom from much victory.
Mm-hmm.
When I was no longer enslaved as a gladiator and sent about my way into the wastes, those barren, hospitable, unforgiving lands, I had nothing to my name except the clothing on my back and the sword within my hands. And thus I only did what I knew to do, to kill, for money. I worked for anybody, did any deed, regardless of what was asked.
You think you have killed people that did not deserve it, is that?
There was one mission, one contract. I was told to handle a debt as a collector. I wandered into a very small hamlet after breaking a few fingers and intimidating my way into a settlement where the individual who owed someone a large sum of money resided. It was a very small place. Maybe 20 people. I asked for the money. They refused. Now, in this particular contract, I was told by this individual that payment shall be given in gold or in blood.
Mm.
I slaughtered that village, Jalil.
My eyes widen a little bit. Everyone?
No one was spared. Not just the men, but the women. And
Bill stays quiet for a bit. And then puts his hands on your shoulder and says, do you regret it? Or is it something that you relish in?
That's the thing, Jalil, is I don't think it matters if I regret it or not. The fact is, I did it. While there is a part of me that regrets it, I am what I am. I'm a creature, a killing machine created in the harsh, unforgiving pits of the Crom Nor wastes. And I do relish in the bloodshed, but
If you do not regret it, why are you telling me this now?
I just don't want my problems to become the problems of everybody else's, as they are mine and mine alone to have.
Do you think this could come and bite us in the ass?
The voice knew. I want you to know, Jalil, that no one, not even Grimm, knows this. You were the first to be told of this. I don't even know whether I should even tell them or not. Grimm looks to me as his father. What would he think of me if he knew that these hands quenched innocent lives?
I sense that even though you said you do not regret it, you do. And my solution to it is simple. Do not tell people, but seek penance for it in your heart. Perhaps you will find forgiveness one day or another. By whom, I do not know. Maybe yourself. Maybe your... And I stay quiet. But do not tell this to people. Because the past is the past, and there is no reason to bring out dirty laundry, as it were.
Yes, but the past seems to have a habit of re-emerging within this city. And
yes, I also did not like that little voice. I think we should find it and squash it, whatever it is. The sooner we get rid of it, the less our past, and I look a little away, does not catch up to us.
that is why I'm so angry, Jalil. Fury and rage is all I've ever known. That is why I'm so quick to cast myself into the fray and look at death in the face and smile, hoping that one day I will have my eventual embrace with my rendezvous with death, so that I no longer feel what I feel, carry the weight that I carry. I would rather be remembered in sorrow and not be remembered as a monster. And Kane kind of looks down, ashamed as he says those words.
I think, Kane, I do not consider you a monster, first of all. But I think you need to learn to forgive yourself as well. For things that have happened in the past can be erased with enough penance. With that, I'll get up, give you my hand.
He will receive it and give you a warrior's handshake.
And then look at him and say, remember, do not tell people, for they shall judge you. And you don't need this right now.
Just felt it was important for at least one of us to know.
And
In case it comes up.
I appreciate you telling me.
Please don't. Please don't tell Grim.
Grim shall not know. And I have considered it. While it is, what I'm trying to say is, while I feel it's an honor that you have told me, it is already considered forgotten. Yes.
Much gratitude, friend. And as Jalil leaves, assuming he has nothing else to say, DM, Kane will just remain down in the living room, staring into the fire, keeping it burning, keeping it live, as he contemplates on the words bestowed to him by Jalil.
Okay. Intense, guys.
That's what you fucking want, DM!
Alright, Anakin.
Shocking content.
Kane.
Oh, fuck you, Marsupial!
As soon as he said it, you're like, I killed him. The men and the women. I was like, is he going to say the children too? Please, for the love of God, do not say the children too.
He didn't.
And
He didn't say it. He didn't say
He
it.
didn't. So I was like, whoo, almost.
Kane, how long do you stay downstairs?
Maybe another hour or so.
Okay.
I would stay down there so that I do get some sleep.
Of course. Yep.
But I mean, fucking Braun Stew, man, fucked him up. Okay, so
What happened? What I miss?
the stew.
No, he just reflected in the stew, and apparently his.
Oh, I see.
It was
like
very.
Ratatouille, where he just ate it and remembered all of his childhood and everything he's done in his life.
It's exactly.
Very nostalgia-inducing.
You didn't have any meat, man. Anyway, sorry.
It was
I'm still salty about the no meat on this too.
No, there was a little bit of rabbit.
meat, a tiny bit of rabbit. You must have just got a bad portion. Yeah.
Ooh,
Well,
poor Jalil.
Okay, so everybody go ahead and take a long rest. That's the first. Remove exhaustion if you have it. You sleep through the evening, and a couple of things are going to happen. Delg, I need you to make me a deception check. Just bear with me on this one. Just make me a deception check.
Oh, what?
How do I roll without advantage?
That's what it will always default to rolling 2. We'll always just take the left.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you have advantage. So 17?
Everybody else roll initiative. What?
by the way, nice to meet you. Vex Kane, is it?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. I don't think we met, Pablo.
Oh no, you wouldn't have.
Nice to meet
Yeah.
you. Pressure.
You have you do get a long rest, so Doge, that's the first thing I'll tell you. But you have a pretty restless sleep. These dreams keep creeping into your head. You imagine yourself back in the temple for the first time, swearing devotion. And just somewhere in the back of your head, you hear this voice creeping in. Oh, you're like the rest of them. That's no good. What's new? We'll have to keep an eye on you. And you wake, instinctively start searching the room with your eyes. There's nothing there.
Who did it speak to? I missed that.
To Delg.
Ooh, okay.
The fuck was that sound?
It's the one of many.
You all get your long rest. You wake up in the morning feeling refreshed and renewed. There's a couple of things that have happened from the morning. Milo and Grim, your birds return to you, and they say that they saw a man leaving Brom's house, and heavily cloaked, hidden, so they couldn't make out a figure, but leaving Brom's house.
Did the man return to the house?
No, they said they followed him, and he climbed up part of the inner wall seemed to know the guard's route because he avoided them very easily. Entered into the lower city, and they watched him into the lower city for a little bit, and then he disappeared.
What time did he leave, Mr. Hootie?
It was only a few hours ago. So it was like early hours.
Kane actually stayed downstairs all night.
Well, when he tells me that, I take it everyone's up.
Everybody
but
is up.
Brom's not up.
Raz is still asleep.
Okay.
I take it Brom's not with us.
Brom is not with you. No.
I will go upstairs, knock on the
that's
door,
it.
and just let myself in.
As you push the door open, there is nobody there.
Oh, that sneaky fucking snake! I'm gonna strangle him when I find.
I don't think he's a snake.
Before you do, Kane, you find as you wake up, either downstairs or upstairs, in the room that you do have, you find a piece of parchment tucked into your hand.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to post it into the Foundry chat for you. Go ahead and read it out loud for me so that the audience can hear it as well.
Okay.
Actually, I can pop it up on the screen as well. But there you go. Go ahead and read it for me anyway.
I'll put some dramatic flair on it for the viewers. I'm sorry to hear about your past. I wish to share with you a secret I have held close. Find me in this glade during one of the following nights, and I will explain it all. Please only come if you wish me no harm. Otherwise, it will not be safe for you. I wish I could tell you more, but I must leave now. Signed, Brom. Told y'all. I told y'all bitches that he had more going on than what he told us. But no, you're just being a mean butt to him.
I think you're still being a mean butt to him.
Did you read this out to all of us?
I do.
I mean, Raz isn't there yet. He's still asleep.
Well, Kane would share this with everybody. Yeah.
So it seems that there is more to Brom than meets the eyes, as it were.
Yeah.
What does it mean it's sorry to hear about your past? Was he overhearing us?
No. He spoke of my time as a slave.
Oh.
They spoke
Then I
about
wouldn't have
it
said.
over dinner quite openly.
Oh, then I wouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I figured I was like, I don't think he knows all the details. As well, you were in the bathroom.
And also, just for clarification, DM, Braun would have drank his potion of recovery, so that he has 0 exhaustion.
Perfect. I will also note to you that when it says this glade, there is a small sort of map attached to it.
Okay.
It seems to be very, very close. It's a crude map, so it's not perfectly detailed, but it seems to be very close to where the herbalist has asked you.
Okay. More reason to go to that fucking glade.
If you just wrote this glade and then just didn't specify where, and you're like, what an asshole. Meet me here. Doesn't tell me where
And
he is. It's like, well.
And I'll just, after you've read that, I'll just be like, so if we go there, can you guarantee that you'll do him no harm? Okay.
Kane is going to look at the letter and then look over to Jalil. And then look down at the letter and then look at you, Milo. I feel that it's important to give him an opportunity to come clean.
Yeah. It's just that you get very angry. Like,
I'm always angry, Milo.
oh, okay.
Starts glowing green.
It's just that, yeah, he specifically says only if turn up if we wish him no harm. I mean, I wish him no harm, although I am kind of curious. Hopefully he hasn't put anything in that stew last night. It didn't taste nice.
Didn't put any meat, that's for sure.
I had some rabbit in mind, Jaleel. Honestly,
damn it.
you must have just been really unlucky.
I feel that the fighting pits might have to wait.
But then, Lady Luck always does seem to smile on me, even when it comes to rabbit stew. Anyway, we're going to head out at some point because we've got to go and get those flowers, as it were. But
Well, and the tower is on the outer skirts.
I mean, it could be a case that we go to this tower and then we carry on going out after that.
Honestly, I personally feel like this is the most important thing. Brahm has not been forthright with us. He might be a potential ally or know something about something.
I think he might know a little bit more than he's letting on about the disappearances, maybe.
And when Milo says that, Kane just simply looks back at the writing on the wall and goes, "Yeah." As he kind of reminds everybody, remember how I said that shit was, suspicious?
But wasn't he with us the entire time when the thing broke? It was 30 minutes before we came to the house, right? And
But he came with us to the house.
He was with you, yeah.
Yeah, but still, like the fact remains, he probably knows more than what he's letting on.
From what we've worked out, this is either going to be secrets or truth, right?
Yeah.
And the other one, we're thinking is time. Is that right?
Yeah.
Either
The second one we're pretty confident is time. The first one I do believe is what was the saying again? It was secret? No, truth. I believe it's pretty sure. I think it's truth.
Secret or truth?
Secrets.
Yeah.
It's got to be secrets.
I'm more leaning towards truth actually, but it might be secrets.
Not all men fear secrets, or not all men fear truth, but some do fear secrets. Some men they fear them.
Well, isn't that the they fear the truth of the secret coming out?
Yeah, that's the one. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, it's interchangeable, really, isn't it? Eh?
I'm gonna go with secrets on this one.
Well, I mean, the campaign is called Secrets of Zarvon, so I'm kidding.
Okay.
Raz is not a metamancer. He can't. He doesn't know that.
Anyway, so what's the plan then? Are we gonna just go head straight down to the lower district, check out the tower because it's on the way?
We need to know what's going on.
And then head straight out into the wilds to head for these glades?
I will go to the glade.
This seems to have changed the plan slightly, because I was thinking of, I'll check out the other missing children's families from last week and the week before, but this is kind of throwing things up in the air, isn't it?
Okay, here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to take a 10-minute break. You guys can discuss it. I'm going to go grab myself a drink, and then... does this time work all right for you, Pablo?
10 minutes is perfect. 10 minutes is perfect, yeah. Thank you.
Are we leveling now or later?
Later, not yet. So we'll come back at 20 past. I'm going to grab a drink and then come sit down. So guys, feel free to chat or just have a think about the best course of action, and then we'll confirm when we get back and go from there.
All right, I'm going to go grab a beer before we have this discussion.
Before you all even get up, I'm just going to say right now, Kane's just going to go to the glade.
Yeah, I'm with the glaive thing. So.
Y'all can go to the tower if you want to.
What I will say, Phantasm, before you do, is it says to go at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and it
It's
is
morning.
8 a.m.
plus the tower's on the way. How about we do the tower? But anyway, let me get a beer.
I missed that part. If we're going to do that, we can go to the fighting pits, then the tower, then the glaive. Yeah. I missed that part. But we could.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because as my character, he would be like, well, I need to go, like, see what's going on with this.
I get you, but it does say to come on one of the following nights.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to grab a drink. I'll be back in a minute.
And we don't want to fuck over the DM. like he's like, yeah, I prepared this and this and this.
Channeling Hulk with the line. Listen, I cannot escape my... Okay.
Yeah, when I level up now, I'm gonna get something warlocks don't usually get, and that's kind of fun.
Like fucking marsupial. Episode
Anakin.
2.
I didn't say episode 2. I said, "Oh, okay, Anakin."
Listen, that seemed the most appropriate thing to say at the time, and it was.
No, it makes sense. Like I get you, but it's just kind of funny.
I actually was thinking, like, as me, I'm like, I can't say "and the children too."
Yeah. No, I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Well, I thought too for a second. I was like, oh, did he like somehow like kill Grimm's parents, and that's why he's his father?
That's
now?
exactly what I was thinking.
I was like, hold on, did he kill somebody's parents? I'm like, that'd be fucking brutal. Yeah, he killed all the village where Grimm came from, but realized what happened, so he took the kid who knew no better and has raised him ever since. Like, that'd be some brutal shit.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh shit, what?
The look on his face when you said that.
Yeah, I saw the camera. I saw the camera.
Yeah, I haven't thought that out.
Damn fan, you murdering bastard.
Killed my parents. No, we don't know if it's canon because it's still a secret.
Right, it's a theory, but
So because you found me when I was pretty young, so
Yeah.
I was this young child just fondling a ring.
Even in a game that I'm not fucking running, I'm still like, squirt some Grim Dark in here real quick.
Yeah.
Oh god. Fucking Vex shakes his head.
That is funny.
it's okay.
It's super fucked up if true.
I literally in the middle of this session told Ty my character's secret, so.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, I need to talk to Ty about one of my secrets.
Oh,
Because
my secret was literally on the fly. It was like,
It's a good one.
here.
No, that's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
that's why they dream secret.
And DM can easily like interpret that like with me and you, and my secret actually can match up a tiny bit with that.
Well, I didn't nobody knows about that except so.
Yeah, we're talking out of game now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the freaking Twitch chat, and they're like, "Wait a second."
What's that piece?
It's super fucked up if true. Listen,
you won't get this in Critical Role. They won't be talking about this
Listen,
in the
okay.
breaks.
this is me you're talking about. Super fucked up is my prerogative, okay?
I mean, I would say it's your middle name, but that's kind of weird.
Oh my god, you guys are gonna freak out when we hit level 6. My
Listen,
character.
I mean,
shit, man. Like, this coming up session for fucking,
Iskroft?
Iskloft, y'all are going into, like, slaughter a village.
Yeah.
It's like, let's
I
not...
like how you're just like, yep. That's like, what do you mean, just yep?
It's like, that's what's gonna happen. Like, that's what you guys are doing. Like...
Different setting, man. That's Viking era.
Well, so I'd also like to think when you guys did your warrior handshake, I have a GIF that I think is actually how that moment went.
Is it from Predator?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
DIA's got you pushing too many pencils, Dylan.
You don't hear what this fucking guy shit, man.
Such a good movie.
Get to the chopper!
Yes.
So much power.
By the way, I'm eating some honey sriracha peanuts.
Ooh.
They're so good.
Okay.
There you go.
Does not
So what
mix
are they?
well with,
Are they
does not mix
spicy?
well with beer. They're hot but sweet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Does not mix well with beer, though. I have to say.
Well,
Oh, see, I quite like because they do those coated peanuts.
oh,
They
yeah.
usually go well with beer. And usually with things like peanuts, you want them to go well with beer, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's the idea.
chat. I gotta say, the Bat Squatch IPA is a classic, but I'm really liking the Dead Man Ale. I really am.
Is that a pale ale or what kind?
It's a My Box style ale. It's got a
I could one up that and get a beer now. It's even earlier by me.
I'm almost getting like a stout almost. It's not a stout, but it's got hints of that kind of flavor profile to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I
Okay,
know
well,
it's. Yeah, I know
because
it's
some
3 p.m.
stouts can get quite sweet, can't they?
So a Maibach is also known as a Hellsbach or Hellerbach. Lighter in color, more hop presence.
What time is it for you, Marsupial?
2.
It's after midday. It's fine. That's fine.
I mean, I don't think I'm doing anything else today.
You don't have to go driving anywhere, do you?
I like how chat's like, oh, look. Listen, it's beer 30, and I'm thirsty.
I used to work in a real ale house, and I used to be in the cellar. But all I like is lager. I just
Listen. I'll be honest with you. Like, one of my things I want to, like, one of my sort of backup plans, if line work doesn't work out, is I'm gonna start a meadery and have a craft meadery.
Ooh.
And I can.
I've tried some mead.
There's a winery not too far where I live. They sell that shit, and it's super expensive, but it's so good. The session of Iskloft when I actually drank a whole bottle of mead that night. Like during the session.
When you killed the players, okay.
No, like throughout that session.
Yeah, I've responded to you. Yeah, next Saturday it's fine, but I have got a game like from 10:30.
Okay.
Yeah, UK time, so it's fine if you want to kill me off early, like a sacrificial berserker.
So
what kind of classes do you allow in that one?
it's I'll have to send you the PDF, but they're custom classes.
Okay.
It uses the core 5th edition rules, but according to Chill, who's a Pathfinder guy, he says it's very, very reminiscent. He feels like it feels more like Pathfinder than 5th edition.
Yeah, combat is 5th edition. Everything else Pathfinder. Well, some of the combat is actually.
Because the combat in Pathfinder is a ball ache. It's just
Nah, it's not that bad.
It is. It's all about maths.
Nah, it's okay. Well,
at least with the thing about 5th edition, it can still drag on a bit, but just implementing things like advantage, disadvantage in 5th edition speeds up things so much quicker.
Yeah, there are a couple of things in Iskloft that's actually kind of like Pathfinder in combat. When you get up in close combat, you get opportunity attacks against.
Okay, all right. So it's not just if you move out of the threat range.
If you get knocked down and get up, you will get attacked.
I don't think that was in the original Iskloft. I think he added that.
Okay, but that's pretty. But it's a good thing because if you're on the ground and trying to get up and you're in a fight, they won't wait for you to stand up.
Yeah, it used to be like that in 3.5. So if you drank a potion, attack of opportunity, cast a spell, attack of opportunity. If you shot a bow, attack of opportunity. Moving more than 5 feet while in someone's threat range, also attack of opportunity.
You had to do like a step. You could do 5 feet like a step. But
Yeah,
not,
you could do a 5-foot step, and that's it.
Yeah.
I like doing the attack of opportunity with prone recovery because it makes sense. Like it does. Also, by the way, chat, when I'm done with this beer, I got some Jameson cold brew that I'm gonna crack open for the first time. It's Jameson Irish whiskey infused.
I know the Irish whiskies, but
it's infused with cold brew.
Have you ever considered you have a problem with alcohol?
What percentage is that?
This is 30%, so not terrible.
Wow. I mean, that 30%, that's 13 or 30?
30.
3-0. Oh, okay. Good night, fan. Good night.
No, that ain't shit. The rum that I have in there, Kraken, that's, I think, 49%.
Oh, no, I love Kraken.
Oh, mate, yeah. So good.
Kraken's fucking...
Out of curiosity, Ty, why is your rolls not displaying to chat, by the way?
Secret.
Yeah, it's just always how I roll.
Okay.
For me, it's just always how I've done it, and I liken it to like rolling behind a screen if you're sat around a table.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not really sure.
Speaking of Kraken, because I know that you're a rum guy, Ty. So Kraken actually has a coffee rum where it's their spiced rum infused with like coffee.
So people are gonna hate me for this. I don't drink coffee.
What the fuck, man? You don't.
I was gonna say that sounds gross, but
he's English. Do you drink tea, Ty?
Yeah, I do.
Jesus Christ!
I don't. I can't stand tea. I seriously can, even though I'm British. But
I don't drink coffee either.
So I will say
you just started playing Skyrim. You've never played Final Fantasy. You've never played The Witcher.
No, I haven't finished The Witcher.
Fucking drink coffee.
He's lived a sheltered life.
Okay, I have tracked wolves through the Alps and like trekked across the Scottish Highlands in the dead of winter and done a load of other stuff. I just haven't played Skyrim or I don't drink coffee. This is like...
Have you watched?
These.
That was kind of a flex, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
through the Alps,
it was mainly just like fuck off and leave me alone about Skyrim.
Ty, if I ever come to the United Kingdom, I'll make sure to bring my French press, and I will show you the beauty that is coffee.
Oh, I trained for an ultramarathon with a guy who we were packing our kit as light as we possibly could, and he still bought his little coffee thing. He adores it, but it's not for me. Anyway, let's get back on subject. Pablo, Jalil, the other thing I will say about rolling where you can't see it, if you could see my rolls, it would have definitely spoiled some stuff for you guys of what's coming up.
Oh, I wouldn't watch the stream as a player, but
you mean why can't it be seen by the stream, not by you guys?
Yeah, why can't chat see the stream? Yeah, see the rolls.
Okay, I see. Okay, that's a different thing. No idea. I usually do, in all fairness, and the answer really is that I threw this overlay that you're seeing for Twitch together very quickly.
Listen, Ty, I think it's beautiful. So,
I think you're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Throw it at me right now, Chad. Do you want to be able to see the rolls? Because I could actually set it up pretty quick. And now.
Oh, that smells good.
So if you want to, like, hit me if I get like 2 or 3 yeses. I'll say it.
And I got my expensive whiskey glass too, my Norland glass.
I got one.
Do you have whiskey stones? I could see you as a whiskey stone.
Haven't purchased them yet, but I want to get some. I am drinking it neat too, so I'm gonna get the opportunity to really experience the whiskey.
Even with a nice single malt, I like just putting in one little ice cube. Just one.
Why are we getting weather forecast in chat, by the way, in game?
It doesn't when a new day comes up.
Okay, but what the fuck is minus 44 Fahrenheit?
I have no idea. I don't know how to change it to Celsius.
That's cold.
Yeah, that's cold.
That's really fucking cold.
That is.
Lucky we've got our winter clothes, right, guys?
No. Winter clothes is not enough.
That module automatically generates weather, which is not the best. I mean, that's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
It's
Your pee would freeze instantly, and
Yeah.
you would die in 5 minutes. It would be.
No, it's not. It would be worse if it was
Minus 42. So I didn't actually realize
centigrade.
it.
Yeah, it's minus 42 for you guys. Ironically, minus 44 is the higher number.
You can actually smell the coffee in this, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
Really? Okay.
Okay. I retract that. Minus 44 isn't that bad in Norway. Let's see. The highest I've actually been through is minus 63 Fahrenheit.
That's some fucking bullshit.
That's the coldest it's ever been in Norway.
We've had some cold days like that, or ice days, or whatever, and like stuff. That's when we finally start to shut things down. You know, if it.
Oh no! People were going to work, school. People were like doing everything. It's like.
Well, we had it. It was either minus high 50s or 60. I don't know.
It's 64 degrees Fahrenheit where I'm at currently.
I didn't do that.
I did that. There's a good reason for it. Don't worry about things.
You're all intimidated by Milo.
Yeah, so minus 44 Fahrenheit is just really cold, but you won't really get damaged by it.
Minus 44 degrees Fahrenheit is beyond fucking cold.
Nah, I've been out in that kind of weather. So. As long as you have clothes on, a lot of fucking clothes.
Well, yeah.
A lot of fucking clothes.
What do you don't walk though? Do you like roll from all the layers? Do you just like?
I haven't like experienced it here where I live. It hasn't been that cold where I live. It's been more north.
Yeah, the coldest it gets here, the coldest I've ever experienced where I'm at is 14 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I've had at most minus like 30, I think.
Jesus Christ, I can't imagine.
Well, maybe not. Well, it's minus 23 natural, and then
minus 30. It's fucking that's
well, that's
not much.
Okay.
That's not
we are back. The Twitch
enough of the weather
stream
talk.
can now see the rolls, or you will be able to once we start rolling. As for the names and player names, that is definitely something that I have been meaning to get to, but people shuffle every time. I have to look at a better way of doing this for the next stream. But for now, it's not going to happen. It's definitely not for today's session. That is a little bit more work. But you can now see the rolls. So, we are going to kick off. So, have you guys thought about a little bit more of what you want to do, where you want to go now?
No, we're talking about bear.
I think that we're still okay. So I think the original plan is still the same. Me, Jalil, and Milo are going to be hits. I'm assuming Grin would be accompanying us. Whereas Raz would be investigating. What were you wanting to investigate, Raz?
I was going to take that fur to Labrim in the herbalist shop.
Okay.
To have her look at it.
So he was going to do that, and then once some time passed, head to the tower, investigate it, and then once night falls, Kane, regardless of whether anybody else accompanies, will be going to that. Kane will be going.
We're obviously going to accompany you.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's obviously, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, Kane will be going to that grove, with or without. So
yeah,
I get you.
All right, so. How about...
Sorry, you go first.
I was just going to say, how about we aim for going to investigate the tower after lunch? And then make our way out and try and find these flowers you're looking for. And then, then wander to this and see what the F Brom is doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not naked again. That's going to be weird.
I go up to Raz. And Raz, would you mind when you're in town with the fur, go and check on the cartographers and ask them if their child spoke of like voices in their head or something like that while you're there, just to check if the actually child heard something too before it disappeared, like something unusual.
That's a good idea. I'll ask if they even heard stuff too. But
yeah.
Oh, good idea, Grim.
Okay, so you head out and you head. You all have to essentially head to the main square. It doesn't. It's kind of irregardless of where you're going. To head out of the residential district, you have to head into that square. So whilst you're all still together, before anything else, before you all head off, you see that there's a little bit of commotion around the gates to the inner city. And as you sort of peer over, you can all see there's something very large and written on the inside of the gate. You can't make out what it is from here, but you can see the scrawling like graffiti on the gate.
What gate specifically is this, DM? Like,
this is the gate that separates the lower and the upper district.
Okay,
I figured on the inside, on the upper district.
On the inside of the upper district. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that would make sense because that's where everybody's living essentially.
Let's go see what's written.
All right.
Okay. As you get closer, I'm pretty sure somebody who speaks Elvish.
I do.
I do.
Okay.
Nope.
I believe I do actually. Let me
Grim?
make sure.
No.
Kane?
Yeah, I speak Elvish.
No. Okay. So you see written in Elvish. Those of you that can speak it, you can keep it, but it never ages. Once shared, it is gone forever. And it seems like somebody is trying to wash off the last bit, but it seems like
What
it
is
said
it?
forever.
You can keep it.
but it never ages.
Once shared, it is gone forever.
Secret.
Virginity.
Yeah, that sounds really like a secret.
And
Could be a virginity as well. I think Jaleel's onto something too.
as I see the person trying to clean it off, and like, wait, no, stop.
Okay. He just stops.
So it cuts off after forever, or
Well, so it just you can see where he started cleaning the last bit of the word forever, just like cleaning it off, but it is in the same blue chalk that you're familiar with.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on, and I'm writing this down in the book so that I can share with the rest of the group.
You can keep it, but it never ages. Was it anything more?
Well, it's definitely a secret. I mean,
It's once shared, it is gone forever.
Yeah, that's definitely a secret.
because a secret, it doesn't go away until you tell somebody, and then of course, obviously, once you tell it, it's no longer a secret. So
Does this make Brom's one truth now?
potentially, yeah.
Truth time secret.
Yeah.
What was Brahms' riddle?
Brahms was, I'll tell you, I've got it just here somewhere.
Are you saying I got it right?
Men desire me in public, fear me in private.
Well, I don't know, man. I still feel like secret.
I don't think secrets would be the answer twice.
I don't
No,
think
yeah,
desired
that's
in
true.
public are also. I don't feel like men desire secrets in public. Like it doesn't seem to fit.
What about gossip? Rumors.
Desire truth.
Rumor.
Yeah, truth.
Well, but again, as human beings, we like rumors, we like gossip, but we also fear it if it's about ourselves.
Well, people are also always very interested in justice and finding the truth, so I wonder. But they don't want their truth to come out most of the time.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think it's truth.
Yeah, so I would have, after I finished writing it down, I would tell the guy, like, oh, well, okay, yeah, you can continue and bring it back to the group to share it with those who can't speak Elvish.
Okay. And he just carries on cleaning.
Poor guy.
Okay.
That moment where you gotta play a random nameless NPC at DM.
Can you tell me the lore of this guy cleaning? What did he look like?
I want to interview him.
Okay.
You, sir, what is your name?
Raz. What is it that you have ascertained from this message?
Well, here's what it reads. You can keep it, but it never ages. Once shared, it is gone forever. And luckily, it didn't seem he erased anything else. He's just trying to get rid of forever. I'm not sure exactly what it means, but I feel like this is just another, well, of course, another riddle, but part of either what they're trying to tell us or not tell us. I'm not sure.
It's secrets.
And this time it was in Elvish, and it's strange that it keeps jumping languages like this.
Okay, so Kane would take note of that. And
the first one was primordial. The second one was
Dwarvish.
dragon.
Draconic. Okay.
Yep.
So primordial, dragon, and then this one's elvish.
Yeah.
These are all old languages, right?
well, Elvish is a new language, but for Kane specifically, that really sticks out because literally the night before he told Jalil. So he told Jalil a secret. And what's Jalil? Jalil's an elf. He told Jalil a secret. So now all of a sudden we get this secret, this fucking cryptic ass message, this riddle, written in Elvish the day after. So at this point, and again, Kane's not, but I would say that he's got some intuition. He would kind of look to Jalil and he would look to everybody else and goes, "We're being watched."
Wait, I'll turn to Mr. Hootie. Well, who owns Mr. Hootie? Actually, double checking.
Milo owns.
Mine's
Milo.
Mr. Hootie.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll turn to
Little white
Milo.
snow owl.
Where did Mr. Hootie see Brom heading out last night? Did he go through this area?
He saw him going through this. Mr. Hootie! And Mr. Hootie will be like, ooh, ooh. Did Brom do this, Mr. Hootie? Or did the person who left do this?
No.
This wasn't Brom.
Okay. That solves something, at least.
Good boy, Mr. Hootie.
What a fucking name for an owl, Mr. Hootie.
Well.
What else would a halfling call his owl? Come on.
Wonderful. So you see the guard, the older guard, continue to wash away the chalk, and it disperses pretty easily. So who's heading to the cartographers?
I am.
Okay. So let me.
Grim, perhaps it would be best if you, along with you, Dirge, Delg, with the
I'll go with
cartographer.
him to the cartographer.
In the fighting pits, my skills is in talking to people and getting information out of them could be needed.
Well, I don't want us to spread too thin. I feel like
Well, if you guys go there, I can go with Raz.
I feel like Milo, you would be more useful at the pits this time around. And besides Grim, you're wanting to learn the arcane ways. I certainly ain't going to be able to teach you, and you certainly won't know of such things in the fighting pits.
Well, there's a time and place for everything, and right now is not the time for arcane arts. Right now, we need to figure out information.
Kane just walks towards the fighting pits at this point. he's just gonna fucking let everybody else make their decisions,
It's
man.
like, I'll let you do whatever. I mean, Milo, it could help if you talk with a cartographer. I imagine you have some sort of rapport with them.
I mean, I made her cry last time. Does that count?
And he's like, oh, no.
To be fair, she was recalling the events of the night, so it must have been quite traumatic, but...
Okay, well, that's better than you, like, insulting her.
Oh, no, I'm not me, I'm Charmid, Charmid.
Yep. The scales off a snake.
But no, if you want to go that way, I just think we shouldn't be alone right now, Raz.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So at this point, it feels like it's Milo, Delg, and Raz going to the shops, while everyone else, so Jalil, Kane, and Grim going to the pits. I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing too is this is just my thought process. So Kane knows Thieves Camp, but he kind of can't talk Thieves Camp while he's getting the shit beat out of him.
If you could, that'd be fucking impressive.
And that's why I kind of implied like, maybe Milo might be of use in the pits. And then obviously Grim, serves his role. I don't know, maybe Jalo can help us rig a fight. We'll see.
What? Who
Okay.
knows?
Do you want to rig the fight? Okay.
I won't say that out loud.
That is
As we're walking away, I'll be like, Grim, put 5 gold on for me, right?
Okay, 5
Nice.
gold on Grim.
Not on you. No, I don't want. You're not fighting.
Okay, so we're gonna cut to you guys walk away from the gates where a bit of commotion. People are watching this and they seem to take particular interest at the fact that you read it, Rasputin, and jot it down. They watch as you walk away and talk to the others. It seems like your group is starting to become a little bit more noticed now.
uh-oh.
Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. You start making your way towards the grand staircase that is carved in the side of the rock and winds its way down. And we are going to cut to, the group that is going to the fighting pits to the docks heads to the grand staircase. The other group, we're going to cut to you guys first. So Del, Ras, and Milo, you make your way to the town district, sort of more a mercantile district of the newer constructed building in the center. And you find yourself very quickly outside the doors of the Chechku cartography office.
All right.
There's 2 of me on the map.
So, here we're just gonna ask about if they heard any voices or anything, and kind of give some information about what we're finding, so we can kind of explain, that we're finding information, so they have some sort of hope.
Okay. I'm just going to drag you guys inside.
Well, I was just talking to my fellow companion.
I'll knock on the door, obviously,
Mhm.
because that's what I do.
That's
And then
well
open
established,
the
yeah.
gate, because it's a shop.
Okay.
Sidewalk here. What was her name again? I don't see it when I mouse over.
Lena. I'm actually not sure you asked, but her name is Lena.
Oh, I wasn't in
Yeah,
the shop last time.
okay.
That's why I don't know.
We got the information.
Oh, of course. You got the name. The name was on the sheet, of course, yeah.
Yeah, all the sheets. I'll be like, good day. Are you well?
Yes. Did you find anything at the house the other day?
Found some, interesting markings. Unfortunately, nothing further. Just a few follow-up questions, though.
Yes,
but
anything.
No. We also found the things in the box. We've taken the fur and the little vial, if that's okay, to analyze it and stuff.
Of course. It helps. Take it.
But no. Just thought we'd check on you. Hope everything's okay today. And also, this is my friend Raz. He has a couple of questions he'd like to ask, if that's all right.
Please ask away, but if I may, just nothing too
It
emotional.
won't be like yesterday. We won't need any to go over those again, if that's all right.
Good,
If
thank
that's
you.
what you were implying, sir.
We appreciate it. It was traumatic to relive the events, yes.
I understand, and again, thank you very much for being so open to those lines of questions. But there's no need to go over those details again. No.
Good.
And then out of character, if I remember correctly, it was their daughter that was taken?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. I just want to make sure before I got that wrong.
Mhm.
So your son, I'm kidding. So he'll look at Lena and I would imagine Griffin as well, and first Lena and be like, "Did your daughter ever complain of a voice or mention hearing maybe a friend that wasn't there?"
Not that I'm aware of. No, nothing of the sort.
Did you?
A voice? Friend?
Maybe just a voice. Something at the back of your head, you know, probably not a voice you've ever heard before, but you would know it, that it was strange.
Just slowly shakes her head. No, I can't say that I have. No. No. I'm sorry, but I do not know what you're talking of. I also have not heard any voices.
What else did I have to
Was there anything else that you needed to know, sir?
That was the main thing. Also, is there anything that you think may have been after you in particular? And he's looking back at Lena.
Give me 2 seconds, guys.
Okay. 1, 2.
2 more. Delge, you see Griffin shift just ever so slightly uncomfortably with your insight, passive insight. The rest, the other two, you do not notice this. But Lena looks to you, Raz, as you ask. No, we live a simple life. Sometimes there are disputes over payment, but I mean, minor, trivial things, nothing to this level.
And then he'll turn and look to Griffin and be like, "And you?"
No, I have no enemies in the city.
Well, that's good.
Can I do a full-on insight check?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, I have no reason to insight other than meta, so I'm going to.
I gotta out of like as a player, that's a pretty clever way of using passive insight. Just have to
I think that's one of the first times I've ever heard it mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay. Delge, you see he is thinking deeply at this point. He's sort of, you can almost hear the cogs turning as he's racking his brain. For her, it was a simple mention, but him, just the idea that may be what has caused it makes him very uncomfortable.
Why are you so uncomfortable?
I'm not. I don't know why you would question me on this. I'm not uncomfortable. This whole situation makes me uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable situation to be in.
Elg is usually very quiet. It's very rare that he speaks up like this, and it's like,
I'm gonna mute myself.
Well, and I'm gonna start combing through my book, but I'm gonna try to just to see if Del can get a reaction out of him, or if he can notice something better than I can. I'm going to use minor illusion to create the sound that laugh that voice makes behind this guy, like just over his shoulder.
Creative.
Okay, roll me Rasputin. He obviously hears the voice. Just roll me an insight check to sort of gauge his reaction to it.
Okay. Yeah.
He notices the voice, obviously, as you start making this noise, but he seems shocked. You have no idea if that is shocked because this is the first time he's hearing it, shocked because he's not expecting to hear it now, shocked because it's the voice of his dead mother. Like, you have no idea.
Do I have to roll a new insight? Because I've been staring at him the entire time now.
For you, I'll allow yourself to Elge. You know the magic that Rasputin uses, so you understand what's going on the moment that it happens. You see him react to it, but he seems like shocked by this. But there's no familiarity there. There's no realization. It's just a shock of like, what the fuck was that? Like, it seems completely out of the blue. It's not known to him.
Well, I think we've taken up enough of your time, Lena. Thank you again for your patience. Griffin, walk out with us, please, sir. Just a spot of fresh air. Just a quick word.
The door is there, friend.
Just a quick word, not in front of your dear wife, please.
Very well. I'll be right back, dear. I'm only stepping just outside. Go ahead and take yourselves outside.
Sure. I will go outside.
I'll be right back.
Where's the trigger? I'm kidding.
And I'll just be like, that I don't know what's going on, but Bell doesn't really talk a lot. He's one of those strong silent types. So it takes a bit for him to speak up. Are you sure there's nothing you want to share with us now that could get your little daughter back? Now that we're not in the close company of your wife?
I was not here at work. The night she was taken, I was elsewhere, somewhere that I potentially shouldn't have been, but please do not tell my wife.
Another lady's bed, sir?
Yes. Correct. I've been seeing her for a little while now. One of the guards found out and had been pressing me for money.
Yeah, the red bears kind of do that.
He said that if I keep paying, that nobody would find out, and he kept demanding more and more money.
Was it one of the guards that went missing? Or not?
It was, but I had nothing to do with that.
I'm not saying it did. I'm just connecting the dots, as it were, sir. And who is your secret lady friend?
I'd really rather not
Not
say.
One of those not one of those sisters, is it?
Sisters?
Redhead sisters.
Oh God, no! I don't. I'm crazy. The lot of them.
I know. I'm just checking. You know, don't mess with crazy, sir. Don't mess with crazy.
If I could, she is a single woman, a single lady, but I would rather not say her name. It's not important. Surely the guard is gone.
You can see by our actions we're being very discreet, and we'll be very discreet. But if anything could help us find any information about your little girl and bring her back safely, then you'd want us to follow that line of questioning, would you not? And if you had nothing to do with this guard that was blackmailing you, I'm guessing you obviously wouldn't have told lovely Lena in there, in her moment of grief, because that would open up a whole tin of worms. So I'm guessing you've shared it with your lady friend.
Her name is Lebrime.
Lebrime. And can you advise us where we might find this Lebrime, sir?
I put a hand on Milo. It's like, I know a thing or two.
Oh, okay. Nope. We will. Mum's the word. We will not. We will not be too intrusive. But investigations are investigations, sir. Thank you. And I'll give him a little bow, and I'm like, but maybe you should cut it off because Lena is a lovely lady in there, and she's going through a hell of a lot right now. All right.
I know.
Just try keeping it in your pants for a bit. How about that?
Seems. He just nods very solemnly. You think he's genuinely taking your words on board?
I'm not judging you, sir. I'm just merely, just saying.
Please, I need to return to my wife.
But thank you for your open and honesty. Yes, hopefully this can help us follow the dots and find your little girl.
Thank you.
And then I will say, right, where are we heading now, guys?
Well, I'll just lead you there. And we start walking off towards the herbalist shop. On the way there too, he looks at Milo. He's like, "Listen, I don't blame him. Labrim is the looker."
What? You've met his lady friend,
I did.
and you're
Prior
into
to knowing
her.
that. You'll understand, Milo. She might be a bit too tall for you, but
What? You're acting like I've never been with a human.
he's just Raz is just laughing the whole time. He's like, "No, I remember that time."
We are going.
That wasn't the first time, by the way, Raz.
I would assume not.
But oh, Delg, nice spot, sir. Nice spot.
Cool.
Thank you.
We are going to switch over to our other little group. So Jalil, Kane,
Awesome.
and Grim that are heading down to the docks currently. You make your way down past the old owl bar. That's pretty much as far down as I think any of you have been down the stairs.
Sure.
You make your way all the way down the stairs, and you find yourself met by what seems to be a market flowing out before you, almost carved into this sort of natural cavern as well. It's an amalgamation of stone solidly carved into the rock side. This sort of beautiful decorative patterns all up the sort of banisters and pillars that make up the supporting beams to the cavern above. And wooden, well-formed, very practical beams that seem to support it all and make walkways around. There is a small market that is bustling with life in front of you. You can see people heading out in small boats from the docks a little further up, heading out with fishing equipment and the likes. There's a lot of life in this area right now, but nowhere that real obviously smacks of a fight club or a fighting pit.
So upon hearing the sounds of the fighting pits, Kane goes, "Well, I know that sound all too well, friends."
Sorry, just to clarify, there are no signs of a fighting pit. This is a bustling market area. Down by the docks, people seem to be trading in fish and food, but there's no signs at the moment of any sort of fighting pit.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood then. Okay, I retract that statement. Could I attempt a perception check to maybe detect thieves' cant and also see if I'm hearing any mentions of a potential fight club?
Yeah, go ahead and make me a survival. Perception. That's totally fine.
Perception. Okay, my shit just loaded up. Hold on a minute. I had to reload it.
I will actually give you advantage on this because this is something you are well versed in looking for.
Yeah, that would make sense.
The fighting pits, were they like common knowledge amongst the people here?
No. No, it seems like, especially at the moment, they're even with how you found the information, they're keeping them fairly well hidden.
It's not pulling up my... I had to reset my founder real quick, DM.
Okay, no worries.
Can I just roll physical dice real quick?
Go for it. For this one, yeah, go for it.
Okay. So it's survival, wisdom. I think
perception.
Wisdom.
Perception.
So it's wisdom
Perception with
based.
advantage. Let me jump into your sheet and I'll tell you exactly what your modifier is.
Okay.
It's a +3 for you.
I got an 8.
With advantage?
Yeah, I literally rolled 2 5s.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yay!
You wander around, but you think this is just the wrong time to be looking for a fight pit. There doesn't seem to be much in the air at the moment. Lots of people offer to sell you fish. That's about it.
Okay.
Can I wander up to one of the I would know he's searching for fighting pit, obviously, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
can I talk to one of the fish vendors and be like,
Yeah.
what you got there?
Hey, we got the finest fish you can imagine. Big fish, little fish, medium fish. What do you want?
Give me the red one.
The red
Listen,
fish. Very good. 1 silver.
Not poisonous, is it? Yeah, sure. I'll silver.
Probably not poisonous, no.
Excellent. Listen, what's your name here, fishmonger?
Darius. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Darius. Nice to meet you too. I'm Jalil. I was just wondering if you what do you do here for? Is there anything to do here at the docks for free time? Maybe a little bit of exertion, you know, fun.
You buy more fish?
I kind of lean over to him and go, "What about what if I want to beat the shit out of somebody? What do I do for that?"
Whoa. You want a discount?
No.
Oh, I see.
Poor guy.
Can I roll a persuasion or something?
Yeah, go
I
ahead and
guess?
roll me a persuasion.
Okay. All right. Where's my character sheet?
What if I wanted to beat this shit out of somebody?
I was gonna look if I saw someone that looked like they're fighters going in certain directions. If they're like the way of the.
Oh,
way
that's a
people
good
are
roll.
walking.
That's good. Okay, Grim, go ahead and roll me perception. Just straight perception. Jalil, he sort of was taken aback, and then it takes a moment. And he goes, "Oh, no, I know what you mean. But it will cost you 2 fish."
I went from 19 to 1 on the die.
You have a high. It's a hard sell, my friend. I like. How many more of these red fish? Give me the biggest fish you have. How about that? How does that sound?
Oh, wait here, 1 minute. And then he runs off. And you see him just running back with like a massive fucking fish. 3 gold.
Seriously?
It's a big fucking fish.
All right. I guess we have dinner and lunch and breakfast for the next
Like a
3
week.
days.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
I'll
Like a
subtract.
full tuna. He's come back with.
Whole fucking fish. He's like,
I'll subtract 20% of my net worth and I'll buy the fish.
He goes, yes, there is a place, but you won't find anything just yet. Not the right time. Only goes on for a couple of hours. Usually organized by a couple of people. Go up to the stables and find the stable girl there. She can help you, or one of the guards, but don't tell Nezarin. Find Janeberg.
Should be. Somebody writing notes. I'm bad at this.
A perma DM batted note, right?
I'm bad at notes. I actually don't I don't do notes when I'm DMing because I can't. I gotta DM the screen, right? So I don't like type on the side. But can you
find-
repeat that for me?
You find Godra in the stables. She help. Or you find Janeberg. He's a guard.
And don't tell
that
who.
motherfucker. Okay.
Don't tell Nezarin. She doesn't know about the fight club.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Nezarin is the leader of the Red Bears, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
She's
Okay,
she's in
alright.
charge of the
He's the
city.
leader of the bears.
Janeberg is Kane's friend, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, and thanks for the fish. Do you got a bag?
Okay, DM. Okay.
No bag. Bag.
This
one more
is where
silver.
it's gonna go. Okay.
All right, and I just behind my back, I just carry this big fucking tuna,
Yo,
and I just approach the party. Who's with me? Sorry, Kane and who else?
Grim.
Graham.
Yeah.
I've got some food for us for the week.
How heavy is the fish?
It's pretty fucking heavy. I don't.
That's good. Did you
I'll
find
add
out any useful information?
Yes, and I'll repeat what the fisherman said.
So, like, when you say that
name,
Janeberg, Kane just immediately just gets this like fucking like resting bitch face look on his face, and he's like, "Fucking Janeberg."
So for the record, this fish is big. It's about 10 foot long, and it weighs about 1,000 pounds.
Jesus Christ, Ty!
Are you kidding with 1,000 pounds here?
I mean,
No, you are like dragging
No,
it. I
that's
just had to go and look up how much tuna weigh. Apparently, they can weigh up to 1,500
shit.
pounds.
yeah, they're huge. They're gigantic.
yeah, we can't carry that.
No,
Are you
was
kidding me? I just
expecting
spent 3
something like-
gold for it.
You shouldn't have said the biggest fish.
give it to the poor destitute.
Yeah,
Fine.
there should be so. Is there a beggar here somewhere?
Do I see beggars?
Oh yeah, there's actually not a huge amount of beggars in this being such a new city, and people coming here specifically to work. There's not a huge amount of homeless. Like they don't they're not able to make the journey to Zarvon. So no.
Okay, I asked the vendor here. I'll go back to the vendor. The fish my friend here just acquired from you. Would you mind like holding onto it just for a little bit until we come back and get it?
Better yet, here. And fuck, I don't have any gold to give him. Never mind. Just kidding. I was gonna say maybe he could deliver it if we don't even have to worry about it.
Hey, how much for a delivery?
How's,
Yeah,
Okay,
Kane would like go to like search his pockets and go. Fuck.
okay, how's the weather outside right now?
Cold, snowing reasonably heavily. You're undercover at the moment, so not.
Okay, around the fishman's stall, is it like a reasonable big spot where there's nothing?
Yeah, I mean most of it because it's undercover. There's no like snow here.
Oh, we're on the roof, on the roof ceiling.
You're in like a natural cave, like a cavern.
Never mind.
He just looks at you when you ask about delivery. He goes, which one of you is the fighter?
Point to Kane.
Point to Kane.
Yeah.
Is that obvious?
He walks up to you and like squeezes your arms and like tries to lift one. He's like, you tell me when you fight and I'll bet on you. I'll deliver it for free. Tell me where you're staying. I'll take it then.
Fine. Just make sure to place your bets on Maximus Kane.
Maximus Kane. It's a fine name. I will bet on you.
Can I use? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you real quick.
That's
but
fine.
I don't know if this comes into play, but I do have a background feature, DM.
Yep.
Called Contacts.
Go ahead and throw it up for me.
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
There should be an ability to essentially just roll it, like if you hover over the picture.
There you go.
Oh, you gotta give me my 3 gold back.
Oh yeah, you should have got it for free.
Mm-hmm. I just now thought of that though.
I like the idea that there's just gonna be a giant fish and us and nobody there.
It's gonna have the tail sticking out.
Just a big old fish just there.
Okay, that's cool. He says, I think I've heard that name. Tell me when you fight. I'll bet all of my money on you. That's really good. I'll take the fish.
Friend, fair merchant of the aquatic delicacies.
Fish, yes.
What time normally do the fists fly and the blood spills on the sand of the arena?
When there's no curfew, it's later, but at the moment, they fight every other day from about 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Is it today?
It is today, yes.
Go there today and you can bet on me, friend, and we will see if Lady Luck fortunes you this day.
Goody. I'll be there.
Is it 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.?
Yeah, essentially 2 hours before the curfew. For the 2 hours.
So we should go to the tower then before we do the fight.
I don't think we're gonna have time for that.
It's 8:30 a.m. right now.
Yeah, we're still in the early morning.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's like 9 hours until the fight starts.
Who knows
Yeah, but we're also
how
already
long we'll be in
here.
the tower.
What do you want to do for the next 8 hours? Eat fish?
It is a lot of fish.
That's a lot of fish.
And have them this big where I'm from.
I don't know if that we can get to the tower and then return in time for the pit fights. That's the thing.
8 hours? Tower is right outside. As long as we're not too beaten up, I think we could.
We should be okay. We should be okay if we hurry up.
You would know that pretty much maximum time to get anywhere in the... It's a fairly big city, but maximum time to get anywhere in the lower district is going to be about 30 minutes.
Okay, never mind then. We'll do the tower
just
first.
walking without any interruption from the undead, maximum to get to anywhere in the lower city, 30 minutes.
So let's
To the
head.
tower it is.
Let's meet up with the two other guys and head out.
Okay. I'm going to pull us back to the title screen.
Big fucking fish. I see it in
So,
there now.
you leave. He has said that he's going to deliver this fish to Brom's house. You give him the sort of the house, the description of it, and where it is. And he says he'll deliver it right away. You think he's telling the truth. I mean, 3 gold is a good day's wage, so you think he's probably just going to pack up now for the day. Like, that's his trade done. He starts like tying a rope around this fish so he can essentially just like hoist it up and very slowly get it up to the sort of residential district. You start making your way back up the stairs, and you coincidentally meet up with each other. The two groups meet up in the center square again.
We were gonna talk with the Labrim.
Oh, of course you were. My apologies.
Yeah.
Of course you
Or we
were.
would have gone back to the center circle.
That makes sense. You'd have a little bit more time in the town district anyway. It's closer. So you walk around the store. Ras, you're leading the way. You obviously know where you're going. You know where Labrim is usually. So head on in.
She's not there.
I'll just be like, after you, Del.
So yeah, I'd walk up and not seeing her right away, I'd look at Arter and be like, "Is Labrim in?"
Yes, sure. Labrim?
Yeah.
He just goes and appears. You get a quick glance into the sort of back room. There seems to be soil and pots. She comes out and she's sort of rubbing her hands on a towel. She seems to have been planting things in the back. Oh, hello. It's lovely to see you again. What can we do for you?
It is indeed. Yes, I have something I would like you to look at. And then
okay.
he reaches into his pouch and pulls out some of the fur that they got from the cloak, or whatever he thinks it is. And it's like, what can you make of this?
This is, of course, fur. I'm just gonna roll
She's telling me that she's gonna roll a dice.
She's not
Hold
telling you
on a
anything.
minute.
I'm telling you that she's gonna roll. 13. This is fur of course. It's very well. Seems like this would be fur of some predator, either maybe a wolf or a bear.
Are we meant to see the roll?
Probably not.
It doesn't matter.
And he's like, "Do you have anything to compare it to? Because I'm interested."
Not really. Most of the fabrics I deal with are not of this nature. I could probably get some wolf pelt pretty easily, if you wanted to compare it to that.
No, it would have been better if he just had some on hand, but I understand. Sometimes it's hard to get your hands on things.
I work from either here when I can, or from home. But I don't have anything really with me here that would help you. I could return home and find some potential.
Sure, or we could just find you later. There's some other things I need to take care of with my associates.
Where is your home, madam?
It's in the residential district, just up here, where most people's is.
Yeah, no.
In case we don't catch you here.
I was actually planning on heading to the Old Owl Bar this evening, just before the curfew. You could always find me there.
That sounds like a great idea.
If I find anything, I will bring it with me.
I knew I could trust you.
Hopefully as a very fashionable accessory.
There's nothing I love more than a fashionable accessory.
That's a weird thing
I'll
to
just
say.
look quizzically at him.
you see that he has no accessories.
Okay.
He's got his clothes and his robes, like his staff and stuff, but
Okay.
unique.
Okay. I must return to my potting now, but soon.
Good. Yeah, we'll see you then.
See you later.
When she goes in there, I'll turn to the guy behind the counter and I'll just say in thieves' cant, I hear you know we have a mutual friend.
Oh, great. More. Yes.
Poor guy.
What the fuck does that supposed to mean?
I'm really trying to put that behind me, if you don't mind.
No, not at all. I'm not trying to dig anything up, sir. Just saying we might try and pop out, and maybe this evening, maybe.
Ah, yes, I would greatly appreciate it if you would. That would be very helpful.
That's no problem. We all have a past, as it were. Was it a long time ago you chose to switch?
A couple of years now.
Well, good fortune to you, sir.
And to you.
Oh, and I would tell Delg that if you need healing salves or anything like this would be the guy to talk to.
Now that is something I can definitely help you with now.
Yes. What you got?
If you...
Give me the good stuff.
Well, I've actually been brewing a little, seeing that I knew you were in town. I have these, and he'll put essentially 3 potions of healing on the... That is all I have for you. All of them? He looks at Milo. Know where this is going anyway.
I'll just be like, we'll try and get more in Thieves' Camp.
Yes, yes.
We'll try and get more of the flowers that you want.
Yes, I understand. I see where this is going. Let's skip the haggling. I can... 110 for all 3. It's the best I can do for you right now.
110 what, gold?
110 gold. I mean, they're usually 50 gold each, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty good, but
Almost one.
Nope, I don't have that much. I'll just buy one.
The problem of no money.
Problem just starting a campaign and trying to buy healing potions.
40 for 1, 80 for 2, 110 if you want all 3.
mean, he did also have
Almost
those
by what?
other healing salves, which was just 1d4 healing, which I think was 1 gold.
Well, he had the 1d4 healing potions, I think, and then he also had some potions for exhaustion removal tool.
He did. He doesn't have any more for the stamina right now. He sold you essentially the only one. It's not a particularly highly requested item. And to make more, he seems to be waiting on what you're going to deliver, basically.
Waiting on me. Okay.
As for the lesser ones, they seem to have been crafted in something more potent at this point. I.e., the 3 potions that sit in front of you.
Yeah, I figured, but you never know.
But that's what it is. Del, you said you're going to buy 1?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Does anybody else want to chip into that? That's 40 gold for 1, 80 for 2, or 110 for 3.
I don't have any money really to contribute.
Okay. No worries. So go ahead and add 1. That's absolutely fine. Okay. You guys are going to... do you have any more questions, or can we cut to you guys back in the square?
No, I think that's all we had.
Awesome. Cool. No worries. I'm going to pull you back. You say your farewells to Arda, and you head back. And as I say, coincidentally meet up in the town square, having gone about your respective businesses. I'm going to disappear literally like 2-3 minutes for a bio break. But you guys, you're in the town square. Just discuss what you're going to get up to now.
Bex, how to add items? Go to your inventory. Go to the little cogwheel. It should, or little lock icon. It should be red instead of green. Then way at the bottom on loot, you can add item down there and add whatever you'd like, and you can choose an icon amongst all the icons that Ty has. You'll
Jesus Christ, Phantasm.
Digging around.
I think he's fighting somebody.
That's my girlfriend getting ice out of the.
Oh, it sounded like some shit was going down. Oh, is the screen flashing for anybody else?
No.
Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna refresh.
So
when we all meet up, I'll just be like, "Can anyone else smell fish?
Spellfish or smellfish?
Smell fish."
We
I don't know that spell.
ISH.
Oh, I thought you meant a spell, fish. I don't know that spell.
That'd be funny.
We
I cast fish.
I'll be right back as well, guys.
the fighting pits. We won't be able to attend to those till 2 hours before curfew. So, but nonetheless, it has been arranged, and I must remind y'all. Remember that bastard of a guard.
Oh, Jalsberg?
Janeberg. Apparently he's one of the individuals we have to speak to.
Oh, that's not going to be awkward in any way, shape, or form.
Is that our
not at all.
only option?
Well, there was another. I can't quite remember.
Is that your only option?
Well, we found out a little bit more. Something that seems to tie into what's been written on the walls.
I see.
Mainly what was written on the gate this morning. Or the answer to what was written on the gate this morning. More secrets. Well, that seems to tie into, I think, someone you met in the herb thing.
Yes, Labrim. She has more to her. I can explain as we walk. We don't need, I guess everybody knows.
I mean, I can explain it in Thieves' Cant if we want to keep it quiet.
Probably not a bad idea.
That could work. And Grim, as for your question, neither of them heard a voice, or the daughter did not mention it if she had heard a voice. So I don't know if it's exactly ruled out, but we have
maybe,
no more
yeah.
Unfortunately.
Thing is, if she actually heard a voice and that little girl had a secret, it might not be a dangerous one. She would be afraid to tell someone about the voice, because then the secret would be out. So We can't rule it out, but yeah, we don't have any evidence.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have nothing to add, but nothing to
No.
remove as well.
Okay.
And in Thieves' Cant, I will just tell
Yeah.
Kane. Well, it seems as though that pretty lady in the herbal shop was quite close to the cartographer.
And
The
okay,
husband.
why are you speaking in Thieves' Cant? What's so
Oh.
secret?
I see.
Well, it's a secret.
Once we're out of the crowd, Grim, I'll tell you.
Okay.
She seems like
so we're all
she's.
caught up.
I see.
So many
She'll
secrets.
be in the owl. It seems as though Raz made a date with her.
I mean,
Something about
I'm just glad it
accessorizing.
only... Listen, I'm just glad it only took me 2 days. Usually it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah. But yeah, she'll be in the Owlbear bar. Surprisingly enough, from about 4 as well.
The fur is apparently from a wolf or a bear. She wasn't exactly sure, but is going to find more information for us on that.
Well, either way, it seems like we don't have much of an option but other than to go to the tower.
Correct.
On our way back, I will be stopping by the grove. The fighting pits might have to wait, unfortunately, as our dear friend has some explaining to do. And his fist clenches when he says that.
So what happened with that exactly? I think I got to you guys a little late on that.
I believe more will be revealed tonight.
Sure hope so.
But nonetheless, we're wasting time.
But you wish him no harm, right, Kane?
I mean, if he's gonna get us into the fighting pits, as much as I think he was an asshole, we might need them.
Oh no, I meant by going to the glade. Sorry.
To Braun.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other guy. Sorry.
Yeah, the fighting pits might have to wait if we have to talk. If it's between Braun and the fighting pits, the Braun comes first.
Well, we can go to the fighting pits and then go to Braun. I think it's all doable in a day. It's 4 to 6, and then we go out at night. We have to go out at night anyway.
We don't really need any more secrets in Zarvon, do we?
I kind of feel like that's just
That's one.
Okay, how about this? Braun just kind of like shakes his hand and he's kind of flustered as like with this kind of back and forth going. If we can get to the fighting pits, we shall. But otherwise, we have to speak to our dear friend in the glade.
I'm getting a really strong scent of fish from you guys.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
You guys not smelling that?
Don't worry about it.
And I'll prestidigitate the smell away from my face. I'm like, oh.
Jalil got a big
really
fucking fish.
A big fish.
We have food for the whole week, guys. If you like fish. If you don't like fish, we're fine.
You know, as they say, there's always a bigger fish.
Well, you haven't seen this fish yet.
No, I was making another prequel trilogy quote.
Well, I mean, hopefully we'll be back in time before it rots if we're going out tonight.
The fish will rot in one day, so it's okay.
It's pretty cold, generally speaking.
That's how long we're out.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
So we're heading to the tower now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Raz will be giving directions as required, because I believe that I'm still the one holding the stone.
Okay. You start making your way towards the inner gate, and as the guards see you approaching, they go, where do you think you're heading?
We need to do some investigating in the lower district.
All right. Will you be back before the curfew?
This is bare bore business. Yep.
Maybe we'll back for the curfew.
All right.
Guard, how about this? Guard, how about this? How about you fuck off and mind your own business? We'll be back once the investigation is done.
Okay, no, no.
I like go stand beside.
And I'm gonna use. I would like to intimidate and use my strength.
Go ahead.
Possible, DM.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
He is not. He is. His. It's going to be a plus.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh no!
It's gonna be a
Gain, no! You're not even
Gonna be a plus-
disadvantaged anymore.
yeah. It's going to be just a +9. Or it's a 9. Yeah.
It's a 9. Okay. It doesn't matter. You see, the moment you say that, he's already sort of turned away from you. He's just like, these fucking asshole. A lot of them.
These cunts.
Whatever. Let them out. Fuck it. If they die, they die.
I say to him, I'm sorry about my abrasive.
Don't give a shit.
friend
Fuck
here."
off.
Well, fuck you then. And I walk away.
Stop trying to fight all of the guards, please. Please, for once.
The gates.
You know what?
Trust.
If something starts from this, I'm just going to step back and watch because
The
Again.
gates open, and the few guards that are standing by the gate do the same thing that they did when they opened the gates before. You see, they make a shield wall, and they go and just make sure that nothing enters, and they leave essentially a narrow opening for you to head out.
Yeah, I'd imagine we
Yeah,
jog through so we don't leave it
So-
too long.
Let me do some real quick.
God.
So when the guards do their thing, you know, when they let us out and we're out in the lower district and the gates are closed, Kane's just gonna go, I think that went pretty well.
no, that was like the complete opposite from pretty well.
You know what, Kane? I think he was being an asshole himself. So good on you.
I cast message on the guard and I say, I know your secret. And I walk away.
Please don't do that.
You see him just like
You are-
looking around.
He doesn't know it's me.
You see him just like
He
looking
pointed
around
him.
behind you, like. Okay. Let's move on, guys. So you head into the lower district. Raz, you are leading the way through the streets. There's the
Oh,
occasional.
no, I never said I was leading. I'm just giving directions.
No,
Okay.
everyone follow the man in the dress.
Understood. You are directing them through the streets, occasionally looking through the stone of welcoming, trying to find your way through. Go ahead and make me a survival roll with advantage because you have the stone.
And I have the
Yep.
owl flying above us to
Okay.
surveil the area.
Good luck, everybody.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh, not so.
hey, I got a natural 20.
I got a 7.
If only I got that on my intimidation check.
Okay. Sorry for the record. Raz was the only one that had to make the survival
Oh, never mind.
at this time. Yeah.
Can
Because
I
he is the
replace that
one.
nat 20?
Can't change the past.
So you start leading them through. It's fairly easy, but you soon run into a problem. The undead seem to be amassing, and you can't find any other way through. I'm gonna just pull us to a new map. Give me 2 seconds.
I'll go behind Kane, put my hand on his shoulder, and go through the owl's eyes and survey the area to see if we can find any good places to go out.
By the way, Ty, if you preload the maps, I think you've been doing that, but it's awesome because it does.
I have been. It's not. I never seem to give it enough time to preload. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't actually pulled you guys over yet. So let's see how quickly you get over. There you go. I've just activated it. So hopefully any moment now.
Listen, guys, all we gotta do is just be settle, and it's fine.
I need to fix your token as well, Milo. 'Cause you always have who am I missing?
There's always just multiple Milo tokens. Milo, you're multiplying.
it's just a Milo on every map. That's what it is. I'm
Mirror image.
everywhere.
Okay. Can you all see yourself? You're not even over yet. are you? Give me 2 seconds.
Mine's at
No.
90%. It's almost loaded.
90 here too. It stopped at 90. The dead just wants a hug. Fine. Yeah.
No.
I'll hug an undead. After I
Okay.
kill it.
You can see. So you wind your way through the streets. The sort of fog and ruins of the town you can hear the whispering of the undead continuously just right around the corner, bouncing off the walls. You're pretty close now. You have the stone of welcoming, so you can see the tower. You can make your way there. It's a true appearance of the tower. You get the flashes of the false ones whenever you remove the stone in different directions, but you know for sure through your arcane training that you are following the right one. Just finding a safe route to it is tricky. You can see it now, not too far away, directly to the north of you. But Grim, with your owl circling above, there are zombies just bouncing off the walls, wandering around, blocking the route from where you are now to the north of you.
Can I find any routes that are open at all?
From where you are now, you cannot. There are none that seem to be open. Any route would involve you backtracking and going into other sort of denser populated areas, or this seems to be the easiest, most direct route with actually, although there is a good cluster of them, the least amount.
Oh.
You do think, roll me an insight, Grim, from what you see.
With me or the owl?
With you. This is your insight.
I just reloaded the page.
Are we all reloading? I guess.
I reloaded as well because
I
was
okay.
stuck.
My screen is gray at the moment, and I can't. Oh, okay. Sheets. No, I can't open my character sheet. God damn it! Give me a D20.
It loads after a while, guys. If you want to just.
What's my insight plus?
Give me 2 seconds. I'll have a look for you. Your insight is +5.
Insight? Really? Do I have +5 insight?
Yeah. You are proficient with it.
Okay. Then it's 17. No. It's 16 because my character sheet is bugged. I'm a higher level than I should be.
Okay. I can actually get rid of that. 17. You have Genie's Wrath under the wrong area, which is why it's doing that.
Oh.
There you go. So you're level 4 again now.
So it's 6. So I got 16 on the inside.
Okay. You think the undead seem to be drawn to the tower? There seems to be a heavier congregation around here than anywhere.
Okay.
Than anywhere else you've seen, just to clarify.
But I'm watching through the eyes of the owl, though. So I should have more vision on the map than I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, I mean, of anywhere you can see now or anywhere that you have been or seen. The congregation of undead here is heavier.
Okay, guys. And I'll snap out of the owl and I'll tell the guys which path is the best one.
Very well. And at this point, Kane will have his shield and battle axe ready to throw down in case shit hits the fan, so that he can do what he does.
If you mean when.
Actually, no. He's gonna. Fuck it. He's gonna instead pull his greatsword out because AC at this point don't matter.
Okay, nice.
2d6s.
So who am I waiting? Who isn't in the game? Doge.
I got it now.
I've still got a grey screen.
I can't actually see you in the game. Did you reload?
Reloaded. Let me reconnect. Because it's just sitting there at the moment.
Yeah, it's reloading for me as well.
Yeah, I refreshed the page and then it worked for me.
So I'm going to get you guys to roll initiative, if you don't mind. They are wandering around, but I just want you to move in initiative order. I think this is probably going to get into combat, unless you can be incredibly smart about it.
It did not let me.
We can move through houses, guys. Like moving through houses to get around. This.
The houses are empty.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't.
I mean,
that doesn't necessarily negate having to roll stealth checks, though.
All right, Ty. Did you you did update my Way of Mercy, right? Then I'm assuming, right?
Yes, on the copy sheet.
Okay, that's what it is. I thought it wasn't. I thought you didn't do it, but you did. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So
Oh snap!
sweet.
I was gonna say you were talking an awful lot about penitence, which made me think mercy was true.
Yeah, no, I decided to switch. Because we only
remember
had
you
like
said that the other day.
one battle, and you know, it's all good.
It was rough.
Thank you, Ty, for doing that for me. I appreciate
You're
it.
gonna have to remind me again how to do initiative.
There's an initiative button on your sheet.
Or you can head to on the top menu. There is a combat tracker, and you can just click the dice on there. If you go to the combat tracker, there is a dice next to your name. You'll do it on there.
Where the fuck is the initiative on there? I can't find it.
It's the second.
It is by...
Oh, it's a +1. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's right by your armor class.
You can also click the button beside the chat log. That two swords.
There is no active combat encounter in your currently viewed scene.
What?
It isn't actually active, but if you... Okay, let me just activate it.
There. I got a 3.
Yay, Kane! Oh, I'll be right back.
You can change this initiative on the combat tracker by just double clicking on it.
There we go.
I think it has a plus. Did you add that +1 to that phantasm, or did you get a natural 3? Okay. Oh, you got a 2. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Great.
Listen, I'm being honest with my physical dice rolls.
Yeah,
okay?
no, I appreciate that, man. That's good. Okay. Grim, you can see the situation ahead of you with your obviously bird's eye view of the situation, and you are first to move.
So I'll do action hide.
Okay. Okay. 9.
Yeah. Didn't show up. Okay. And I'll just move up to this corner right here and look around the corner. I know if there's something behind the corner because of the owl. So
you can't look through it at the moment.
No, but the owl. I can ask the owl. Is there someone there? And he can.
From what you've seen, there's nothing around the corner at the moment. No.
So okay. So is this the best way to walk?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll be like, guys, this way. This way is safe for now. Done.
Okay. Jalil.
20, 25. Is that 25? Yeah. Hold on, let me go in front, just in case you...
Let's switch places.
I can squeeze past him if that's okay. So
Yeah, no, that's fine. You can just use the corner diagonal movement. That's fine. Okay.
Can we do like a chest if someone
I'll
comes
use
up
my
with it?
action to search, see if there is anything around the corner.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception. With that, you can hear the groaning. You're pretty sure it is. If you were to round the corner in front of you, you would have a line of sight on them. They seem to be in a sort of central area. You can hear a few of them knocking around.
Right to the right, I'm assuming. Yeah.
So if you go, around that corner to the right, and then there'll be. Okay. I don't know if you can see this, but about here.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
In case of emergency, I can cast darkness on the area and blind the zombies, and we run.
Okay, marsupial.
All right. Raz is just gonna follow, I guess. I'll make sure. Is the direction we're now heading the right way?
Yeah, essentially. I told you it was north. That was kind of. I don't know if your in character would know the sort of cardinal directions off the top of their head.
He'd have a vague idea.
But meta knowledge, you can see the tower. You have to get to the essentially the exact opposite side of the map to the north.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we were going a way that still worked, and
yeah, absolutely.
It should work. I'll stay here for. No, I'll be right here.
Okay. Any actions?
Mage armor.
No. I did that this morning.
Okay. No problem. Carl, you're up. I just skipped past you, but go ahead. Milo.
Okay. Then I'll use my action to dash.
Okay, go ahead.
And I will bonus action hide.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth.
I take it Mr. Hootie's just flying above the area as well, is he?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Vex, you're up. Del?
And yeah, I'll hide. Use an action to hide.
Music change?
Trying to.
It's
I was liking that stealth music. Or it was pretty suspenseful. I'm assuming
not really
it's about
combat
to
music.
change. I'm assuming it's about to change, yeah.
I'm trying to be ahead of the curve. It's not working so well.
Using Ruby? No.
Hopefully, it was a little bit delayed on that one, but hopefully it will catch up. Okay, Delge, you've moved. What else are you doing, sorry?
Just an action to crouch and kind of like stay hidden.
Okay, go ahead and make me a stealth roll in that case. Ooh, nice. Very nice.
Wow, double 20s.
Wow.
I'm just gonna. You hear them all wandering, just hustling around, and then finally we get to Kane.
Yay, Kane.
Kane is going to use his full movement speed to get to fucker move.
You've probably selected the ruler.
Okay.
There we go. I would move as far as I could. Can I attempt a perception check to try to gauge whereabout the undead might be relative to our position?
Yeah. Sure.
I guess I will also have informed the party quietly that they're around the corner there, but I don't know if you would do it anyway.
I can tell you guys exactly. Tell you exactly where they are.
Well,
Yes.
it's. I'm trying to do something.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, my bad.
So would that be an advantage, DM?
You have some information already from the party, so I'll let you do it at advantage.
Okay.
Thing is, you two of you are using your actions to do it.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, you know pretty much exactly where they are. You can hear them rustling. You also managed to capture the slight reflection in a couple like bits of broken glass and any other sort of shiny metals that may be lying around. They give you a pretty fucking good idea of where they are. You're pretty sure there's about 4 in the main sort of almost like open courtyard area here, and you think there's maybe another 4 beyond that, like hidden down corridors and stuff, but that one's a little harder to make.
So you mentioned that there's like a mirror reflective surface that Kane was able to use to ascertain their position.
Yeah.
I would like to find a rock of some sorts or some sort of dense, hard object.
Plenty around.
Throw it at that reflective object to try to distract the zombies to get us away and clear us a path to get us closer to the tower.
Ooh, I like it. I like it that a lot. So the surface that I was referring to would be over here. You see it?
Ping it again for me.
So
Okay.
it's to the right. There. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to allow this because I think it's really cool. So go ahead and make me an athletics, just to throw it.
When Kane picks up the rock, I would be Kane. I could do Eldritch Blast over there and make like an explosion, and then we run around.
He throws the rock.
Go ahead
Okay.
and roll me the athletics. Okay. So
I was
That's
actually
seven.
planning on doing that.
it's plenty. You just see as it like there's only a little bit of window left. Like most of the buildings around here are destroyed, in ruins. So there's just like a one window pane left, but you cleanly smash it through that window. You can hear very distinctly that the moment it does, you have drawn the attention of at least some of the undead.
Okay, so when that happens, Kane's gonna look over to Dirge and the rest of the party and go, "They're taking the bait. We need to move now." And that's my turn, Yim.
Okay. Grim.
So okay, so I don't have to do that. They're gonna move there. Is there any zombies around the corner here?
Yeah, there are. There's 4 just around the corner from you.
The house. Is there a house in front of me, like straight north now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there a door open, a window open, anything?
There's a wall open. It's all kind of like ruins. Doesn't look particularly safe
can I see
inside.
it?
Yeah, you can try and
I don't
sneak
see
in.
it.
Go ahead. Oh,
No, I can't move anymore. Can I
Okay.
see inside? Do I see anything inside? Moving.
It doesn't look particularly strong. A lot of the building is destroyed. There's not really anything in it, and it would be quite difficult to move through it just because of the amount of debris and rubble and crap in there.
Difficult, but not impossible.
Not impossible. It would be difficult
Oh.
terrain, so you would be double movement.
Oh, I see. Well, it's worth it if you don't have to go in the street. So I'll message back to Kane, who's in the back. It's my
Yeah.
action to message. And say, there's a building here we can go through. It's kind of hard, but it's better going in the streets. And I'll stop there.
Okay.
The cat, though.
Jalil?
Move up here.
Oh, he's so cute.
I see them.
You do indeed, yeah. They seem to be completely distracted by Kane's throw.
And you said there was a hole in the wall here.
Yes, indeed.
Can I try and see? I have 20 movement plus 45 movement. Oh yeah, I'm a wood elf. Cool.
Damn, boy.
Can I stealth and make my way to the hole?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Roll me stealth, and you can obviously move wherever you like. That's fine.
Okay. I will try to sneakily. That's 20 plus 20. Let's see, 15 is here.
Move to the edge,
I
and
don't
I'll
think
pull you in. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
There we
gonna.
go. Okay.
It's a bit funky. I didn't design the map for this, obviously, but
That's okay. That's okay.
Yep.
I'll move one forward and my turn.
okay.
Could you place my owl on the map? I can't do it, my friend.
I can do.
Keep.
Okay, that's your turn. Rasputin, you're up.
Yeah, let's move up. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess I'll move like here. And then, oh no. Well, yeah, I have to move back. And Jalil went up and around the corner?
Jalil,
I went through here.
when you can
Oh,
see him
okay,
in the
okay.
building, like crouching in the darkness, moving through.
This is either a good idea or a bad idea, so I'm gonna wager that it might be a bad idea. So I'm gonna just try to, hunker down and not be seen.
Okay. No problem. Anything else, or is that what you're doing?
No, that's it, because I was thinking, I'm like, do I do an illusion of, like, rubble in the way? And I was like, just in case I fuck it up, let's not.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth roll.
Alright.
Milo, you see Jalil head into the building, and you know that the distraction has been made. Nice. What are you up to?
20, 25 to there.
Okay, and then I'll pull you into the building, I assume?
Yeah, and I'm guessing it's difficult terrain
It
as
is
well in
indeed.
there, isn't it?
Oh, then I wouldn't move that far. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, then I will. Telepathically say to Mr. Hootie, keep an eye out outside as my
Okay.
action.
Yep, no problem.
And my bonus action, I will hide
Okay.
again.
Your stealth is still active from the time before, so I'm happy for you to use if you want to re-roll it. Otherwise-
Well, no. I mean, I would have had to use my cutting action to dash because it's half movement when you're stealthed, isn't it?
Yeah. When you're okay.
And I've only got 25, so
that's fine. I'll look into that.
If I was still stealthed, I would have sneaked up to there with 50 movement. Yeah.
No problem. Okay. Need to put change these names around. But Delg, you're up.
I think you're muted.
There, I'll just move it to and keep stealth.
Oh, he disappeared.
I don't like this.
Okay. Anything else you're doing, Delg? I can't. Okay, good.
No.
Okay,
thank
cool.
fuck. No, sorry.
Okay.
My computer screen just decided to like go out, and I was like,
So, okay. Kane is going to move 15 feet here, and then another 15 feet to get right up behind Delg. There's really not much else like he can do. He's just gonna kind of hold his position and let the undead take his distraction. I mean, he doesn't really have to do anything else. I guess I could have. Nah, he'll just hang. He'll chill.
Okay. You see the one for anyone that is still within inside of them. You see them rushing towards the building.
And that's the building that I threw my
building down
feather.
here, right?
Yeah, indeed. So the building, yeah, it's in that area. They start rushing down towards this bit. Yep. Okay, so Kane, you are up. You obviously moved. Was that everything you're wanting to do?
That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let them take the bait, and I'm not gonna wrestle the hornet's nest, so to speak.
Okay.
I don't have to.
I like it.
So you can see when we get to the top of the round, you can see that 4 of them that were in this sort of main area have rushed off into the building, and some of them seem to have got caught up in the rubble or whatever else. But they seem to be busy, like pushing their way, scrambling through the rubble, trying to find whatever made this noise. Just aimlessly. You can still see a few ahead of you. You can see out of the building, there are still 3 that you can see beyond you, but you've got rid of a good number of them. Chill. Grim, you're up.
So, this area right here, on the right side here,
Yeah.
does that like continue the lower district?
Yeah.
I look back and say, should I distract them even more with the rest?
If you can contribute, do it, Grim.
Okay, so because I cannot see any zombies there now, so I'll get the owl just to fly over. I'm not gonna see it through its eyes because it cost my action.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask for a report. What's there?
Okay.
It will just report to me.
Essentially, it tells you there are more up to the north, but nothing in this courtyard bit here.
Okay, so I will move up here.
Yep.
I can see this area now, or is there a big tree in the way? Is this big tree in the way? Can I not see this area?
You can well, you can see what you can see on your profile. If you can see up there, then the tree is not enough of a hazard.
Okay. And the house, can I see straight through it?
You can see bits through it. It's not a clear path through. There's too much in the way.
Okay, I'll cast. I'll have to see the components for this spell so I don't fuck this up. It is voice and somatic. I don't need to yell it. Shouldn't be a problem. I'll actually cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
All the way over here. Like this area here.
Okay.
So I'm probably try and drag more of them down. And Eldritch Blast makes more of a noise than a pebble.
I understand.
And I'll continue moving into the house.
Okay. In here. This area is difficult terrain, but you get to there. That's fine. You see the Eldritch Blast leave your hands, tear past the tree, and it collides with a part of the wall. You see some of the rock crumble and fall, making a clattering noise as it bounces along the cobblestones. It seems to be pretty loud. You can't see them well enough at this moment in time to know if it's an effect, but you do hear the sort of moans change. They obviously switch direction. Do you think they've noticed it, whether they're going to run the way the others do as well? It's not 100% yet.
Okay.
Okay. Jalil, you are inside the building.
What do I see? Is there another rubble on the way out?
There's not much right in front of you, but just up here, you can just about make out a door like through some of the cracks.
I would inform you that there are 3 zombies just outside the building.
On the top?
Yeah, straight north there are 3 zombies that I can see.
Shit, what do we do?
Wait for them to maybe take the bait this direction.
Okay, so can I get to the door and hold, let's see my move.
Absolutely, you can, yeah. Obviously, it's
Where's
difficult
the door?
terrain. So it is essentially just here. If you... Okay, you can't quite see it, but if you go around the corner, you'll be able to see where the marker for it is.
Sure, that's 40.
So it's essentially where this little raised bit is. You see?
Alright, I'll use my action to dash because I can't even get there. I'll just kind of wait at the door.
You just start making your way through the rubble as quick as you can. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
And you manage to get to the door by doing so. Okay, Rasputin, you see your allies starting to explore and sort of scramble their way through the rubble.
So I will join them. 5, 10, 15. I think that gets me in the building. I'm not sure.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I would kind of be like, not quite up by Jalil, moving up, but as close as I can reasonably get. I guess in the middle of the room. And I think that'll be what I do. Yeah.
No problem.
Just
Do you have any
look-
movement left to carry on?
around.
You can dash as well if you need to.
I mean, it's 30 feet of movement. I guess moving in, just as far as I need to. I'm not sure. Like, I guess this is half. I don't know where.
You see Jalil has gone around the corner, yeah.
Oh yeah, so I would have probably made it about here using that in
Okay.
dashing, I guess.
Okay.
Sticking to the corner. But still being concerned.
No worries. Carl? Milo?
Okay. So it's half movement for difficult terrain. Is it also half movement if I'm trying to be quiet?
For this, no. You carry on. In here, you'll.
Then I'll come up to here.
Stealth isn't half movement in general, anyway.
Correct.
And I'll wait here, and I will let Mr. Hootie go check out the courtyard up here.
Okay. Delge, you see them moving ahead of you. You and Kane are a little bit towards the back of the group.
Roger, I'm just gonna move up.
Got to move up.
No, this is the entrance.
Oh, okay.
I'll be standing inside this house, just like waving you in when you come.
There you go. I will pull you in. That's totally fine. So, I'm just gonna keep
I'll just move
moving.
Up and, yep. Remaining sneaky.
Okay, I just want to keep this moving, so I'm just gonna move these guys. Was there anything else you wanted to do, action-wise?
No.
You see these ones start rushing towards the sound you make. They are actually going to dash as they the prospect of a meal seems enticing even to their unintelligent. Trust me,
I know there's one. Okay. Oh, that's not...
I believe it's my turn.
It is indeed. Take it away, Kane.
So I'm going to use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet to get into the house as I see the undead rushing in the direction of where the Eldritch Blast was casted. And then I'm going to use my action to dash to try to get collides with at least one wall. Okay. It won't let me. I'm wanting to get close to Jalil.
Okay,
dash.
no worries. So there you go. You can move now.
Okay. So wait, it does count as difficult terrain, correct?
Inside the building, it does. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the best I can do then is with a dash action, get next to Roz.
Okay.
And that's going to be my turn.
No problem. Grim, you see, you get a message that it has worked successfully. They are running towards the distraction that you made, and that two more of them have like just rushed into the building through the actual like small hole that your Eldritch Blast made as they rush in. One of them is still in the courtyard, like running still, chasing, and there still is but the way is getting clear.
I'm asking him to move up here. I'll inform the guys around me while I walk. There is one more zombie at 1 o'clock.
No, there isn't. There's more than one.
Oh, okay. Okay, there's more than one. He's above the buildings. He would see them.
That's fine. Okay.
So
go ahead and move to where you're doing.
Yeah, 15.
Are you doing anything with
That's
your
what I
action?
can do. I'll dash.
Okay. Oh. So, Jalil, you are by the door now. You can see that more have rushed past, and you can still see from where you are. You can still see two in the way. I'm actually going to drag you just to here, just to give you a bit. As you're in the doorway now, but still hidden.
So the way we're supposed to go is it up here or is it past these zombies?
This way.
Past these zombies. I don't think we have a choice.
Could try and distract them again. I could shoot like at the fountain or something. Or maybe even at the edge of the
building. They are quite literally standing right in the middle. And there is no other way for them to go. I don't think.
Rogie boy. Sneaky.
Okay. Jalil, this is your turn. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Can I... Let me double check here. 45. Can I try and, without them noticing, make my way up to Here?
You are fast. So what I'll do is I will allow you to attempt it. You are fast and light on your feet. So if you would like to, it will be a stealth check to do so.
Okay.
The DC is relatively high because you are running in the open. They are undead, so they're not particularly smart or, wise, perceptive, especially these ones. But it is particularly high. So just keep that in mind if you'd like to do that.
At worst, they'll come after me. You guys will be in the clear.
Yep.
Come.
Oh.
No.
You make it across using the sort of edge of the building, the trees, and just timing it perfect with them just like stumbling around, and you get there without making a noise. You move more gracefully than any of you have even seen. Milo, you go to turn and talk to Jalil, and he is gone.
With my action...
Where'd the go? Did anyone see that?
Who's Jalil?
With your action, go ahead.
With my action, can I throw a stone maybe down here?
Sure, go ahead and make me an athletics.
Can I use acrobatics instead?
Yep, sure, go for it. You're riding a high with that stealth, so go for it, man. Totally fine. So you throw it, you hear it clatter, and it hits the ground exactly where you wanted to do, and just like keeps bouncing along the cobblestones down near to where the fountain is. You see their heads instantly just turn to look that way.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, nice done. Rasputin.
I guess I'm gonna get up to the door and look to see what just happened more.
I'll inform you.
You're still hidden. You see these two zombies looking, their eyes locked south to down where this fountain is, and Jalil, you can just make out a shadowy form sort of blended into the stonework almost.
Well, how much movement was that so far? Well, it's actually 30 with difficult terrain. So I could dash to move more, but I can't do anything else then. Yeah, I'll just, I guess, dash to duck back inside the building. Oh. Can't. It won't let me.
Well, you are inside the building. He just put you there so you can see.
No, I get that, but I tried moving my token and it says it collides with the wall.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm saying I couldn't.
Yep. There is a wall there. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hide.
I back up.
You're in the building. Carl, you obviously see Jalil dash out. You see Rasputin go and sort of get a look and see what's happening, and then come back in. Are you doing anything with your turn? Or are you waiting for the strike?
I'm going to wait
Okay.
for them to pass, because there's no point getting caught out in the open.
Of course, no problem. Delge.
I'm just gonna move up with the rest of the group.
Okay, perfect.
He's doing a lot of jogging. He's like,
You see, as you all, or mostly all of you, wait in the building, they just rush on past. And with that, I'm actually going to end combat. Well done, guys. You nailed it.
That was amazing. I love that. That was awesome.
We were smart.
Yeah,
That
you
was
guys.
awesome.
you
Even though
guys
we didn't
did
have
really
any
well.
combat, that was really intense. So I really like that. Yeah.
We're not
I mean-
playing with XP, so combat isn't that important.
For
I would give XP for this anyway, right?
Yeah, for the
Just 'cause
record,
of the
when
smart-
even in my normal campaigns, if you bypass a combat by doing something like that, or I give you the same amount of XP, you've still beaten the challenge.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think getting by without actually taking damage is more important.
Yeah, actually, that's more prestige than actually
without-
fighting.
Yeah.
Pain
So,
going into his
didn't-
frenzied rage.
so we didn't waste any resources. We
Yeah.
didn't waste any health. Well, any resources includes health or spells or anything.
Yeah, you guys did really, really fucking well. Like,
this is what happens when you have a party full of people who are DMs, and they're like, "Okay, we gotta be smart about this. Let's think for a second. What we gotta do."
So,
Well, see, that's part of it too. It's like, yeah, I'll cast an illusion and do this. It's like, or I could just let what's going good keep going good.
yeah.
Yeah, like,
Don't pile on it.
Okay.
Exactly.
yeah, like with that stone thrown, that initial like distraction. It's like, okay, well, let's capitalize on that as long as we can.
Yeah, because I thought, I was like, yeah, let's add on to this. And I was like, nope, it's working. Just let it be.
We're going to wrap up shortly, but for the time, you make your way, sneaking through the streets, and before long, you find yourself in an empty square. As you step forward, you feel this sort of energy seep through you, and after just a moment, the tower appears, looming in front of you. The door standing proud, still looking strong. In a city full of ruined buildings, this tower looks immaculate. The stonework is flawless. You can't even see joints in the stone. It seems to almost be grown out of the floor itself. You see beautiful carvings surround the arching double doors at the front, and just in a small mantle on above, there is writing in blue chalk. It is in a... Let me just check. It is once again a language of Dwarvish script. But I'm... Actually, does any... let me double check, because I think somebody does.
I speak.
I'll say I would imagine our dwarf does.
No, so it's not Dwarvish, but it uses the same runes. Same as one of the languages you came across before.
Royal one?
No,
that was...
Primordial, or...
Okay, nobody speaks this one. It is not primordial. It seems brutish. Delge, you are probably the closest to it. It's similar to Goblin, but not quite. It is. It seems a little more brutal. Even from the structure, it seems to be shorter, sharper words as opposed to anything else. But at the moment, you can't work out what it's saying.
Well, shit.
The door, one of the doors you can see is just ever so slightly open.
Kane will, seeing the tower, seeing the blue writing, but not being able to read it, seeing the door, he walks to the door.
Before he walks, I would say, wait, just in case. How about I try and push open the door with my mage hand? I mean, that writing could just say, look out for the trap.
Kane will allow.
Okay.
And I'll have to get within 30 feet of it, but yeah, I'll let out my mage hand and try to push the door open. If it's ajar.
Yeah, it is indeed. Let me just double check and see how I did this. Ooh, I can do it like that. You push. Mainly because I forgot to do something that I should have done. But that's fine. It's worked out accidentally well this time. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy your tokens. Give me 2 secs.
Don't tell me Milo's already on this map as well. What?
You shouldn't be. I hope you're not.
No.
I'm gonna put you towards the middle. Milo as you're a little bit more involved in this. You push open the door with your mage hand, and I'm going to... Wait. You hear a groaning from inside, and almost hissing You should all be loading into a new scene, hopefully.
Says loading.
Reloading.
Well, upon hearing the groaning and the hissing again, Kane would have his fucking greatsword just ready to rock and roll.
You can see the shambling bodies of undead through the door, seemingly this time to have noticed you as they start moving forward.
Kane will attack, going into a frenzied rage and attack.
Oh, come on, load.
No idea why it's really struggling to pull you to any new scene. Kind of annoying.
You got to preload it like 5 minutes earlier, man. It takes forever to preload.
Too bad we didn't level halfway like we said we were gonna do.
I mean, it'd be kind of weird to do that right now, too.
Not really.
You will be leveling soon.
There we go.
We'll just...
Okay. A couple of you are loading.
Maybe because I can get comprehend languages.
Well, it will still be
at
there
that
later. Time for angry.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
I've been- Listen, I have been fucking patient, and now it's time to rage.
Are we
that right.
are we gonna call it soon though, DM?
We are. I just want to.
I need to jump to bed.
Loaded up now.
Okay, everyone is on. Good. Perfect. You see, as you push the door open, these shambling mounds start heading towards you. One or two see a particularly upright figure. Doesn't seem to be as hunched and as crooked as the others. An upright figure wearing tattered but at one point quite fine armor. Standing in the back of the group, just eyes you, lets out this deep, long, almost snarling groan as it pulls a longsword, eyes you, and then just runs full pelt heading up the stairs. And that is where we are going to end the session.
And it looked like undead, did it?
It looked its flesh was decayed, like it was rotting. The armor was potentially still functional, but ruined around the edges. The cloth that sort of dangled out, once quite fine potentially, but now just worn away. It was undead, but seemingly far more intelligent than the ones shambling towards you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Milo would have just been going, "What the fudge?"
And that is where we'll end the session for this week. At the entrance to the Mage.
And it cuts away.
Yeah.
Good session, DM.
Well done,
Good
Ty.
session.
I liked it. Yeah.
That was good.
Good. Glad you guys
Yeah,
enjoyed.
great session.
Very good session.
I just want y'all to know Atlas helped me with making decisions tonight.
Well, of course he did.
So
I will try and preload things a little bit faster. Yeah, I mean, I just never think about it until I'm like right there, you know. That's what's needed and coming up. I always hope the preloading will be done a little bit quicker. Oh, thank you for playing, guys. Yeah, no, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was good. I thought we'd get a little bit further, so I apologize about the not leveling thing. But if you guys can be prepared to level next session, because it will happen essentially partway through, but you're all experienced players, so I think it will be done like pretty quick.
Sure.
Yeah. I already know what to do.
Yeah.
I intend to take my time.
Of course you will. There's always
He's going to
more.
read through every spell because it's
You have a whole week to think about which spell to choose.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm on vacation right now, so
Nice.
will I?
And that sounds a bit like work. So.
But
know
yeah, thank you for
exactly
playing,
what
guys. To you, and obviously to everyone that got involved in the chat. Thank you for watching. It was awesome to have you all here. This game is a weekly game, so we will be on at the same time next Sunday, as well as be sure to check out Grit and Glory. Is in my suggested streamers. We run a game every other Saturday, or rather, Phantasm runs a game, and some of us play in it every other Saturday. Sorry.
I would highly advise, because that game is actually this coming up Saturday, that y'all tune in for that, because it's going to be quite It's gonna be a fucking bloodbath.
It is
to
going
say
to be
the
a good session. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing in it.
Milo
Yeah.
might guest appearance.
Yeah.
Ooh. As Milo.
Oh well, not Milo.
But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Be sure to hit that follow button if you want more. No subscribing on this channel just because I don't like you guys having to watch ads. Do it for you guys. It will also all be up on YouTube very shortly. It keeps getting flagged as shocking content. So any likes or anything
Hey,
you can
that
give
was
me on
Raz's
YouTube.
fault. He's the one that decided to bring
This
out his
week,
neck scar.
it'll be the
Well, listen.
it'll be the fish, the grotesquely shocking large
That-
fish. I think
A fish that big? That's shocking. It can't be. Yeah, no, but I had a lot of fun running the game as well, and I'm looking forward to you guys getting into the tower and what's going on in there. And
It's gonna be
Good night.
a problem.
Good night, guys.
Yeah.
good night, guys. Thank you very much, and I'm going to end the stream now.
Laters.
Take care.
Bye.